A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
The Jack Benny Program, transcribed.
Starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Gentlemen, it's evening at the Benny household. Rochester has just finished, Jack has just finished dinner, and now is in the kitchen helping Rochester with the dishes.
Enjoy your dinner, Rochester? Well, that ought to be enough water, Rochester.
Yes, sir. By the way, boss, it's awful nice of you to help me with the dishes tonight.
Well, after all, Rochester, it's your birthday, and your friends are giving you a party. I know you want to get away. By the way, how old are you today?
43.
Gee, 43.
Yep.
What are you laughing at?
It's hard to believe that when I first started working here, I was younger than you.
Yeah. Now, hand me the silver and I'll dry it.
Here you are. Say, boss, you've got some new silverware, haven't you?
What do you mean?
Well, look at this fork. On the back it says Romanovs.
Oh, well, that's the family heirloom given to me by my Aunt Harriet Romanoff.
Well, what about this spoon here? It says Chasen's.
Oh, I got that from another aunt of mine, Matilda Chasen. Yeah.
Oh. Say, boss, this fork here, was that given to you by... No, I'm not going to ask.
What?
I know you haven't got an aunt named Pig and Whistle.
Oh, yes, I have, Rochester. She was married twice. To Sam Pig and Joe Whistle. Now, leave me alone. Rochester, answer the door, will you, please?
Yes, sir. Oh, hello, Miss Livingston.
Hello, Rochester. Happy birthday, and here's a little gift for you. Some cufflinks.
Well, thanks. Thanks very much. Come on in.
Where's Mr. Benny?
He's helping me with the dishes.
Oh. What'd he give you for your birthday?
Miss Livingston, he gave me a gift worth $2,400.
What? Mr. Benny gave you a gift worth $2,400? How come?
Well, as Mr. Benny explained to me, he's a great artist on the radio and gets $12,000 for his broadcast.
Uh-huh.
The broadcast is only 30 minutes long, which means he gets $400 per minute.
Uh-huh.
And by giving me 6 minutes of his time to help me with the dishes, I'm getting the equivalent of $2,400.
Oh, hello, Mary.
Don't speak to me. I can't afford it.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Jack, I came over to ask you if you'd like to come to my house tonight. I'm having some friends over, and we're going to play canasta.
Oh, I'd love to, Mary, but tonight I'm going to stay home and look over the script of my second television show.
Oh, that reminds me. Mama saw your first one.
She did? Your mother?
Mm-hmm. And I got a letter from her this morning. I have it right here.
Oh, what does Plainfield's Edge of Doom have to say?
I'll read it to you.
Well, go ahead, kid.
My darling daughter, Mary. Just a few lines to let you know that we all saw Jack's first television show and liked it very much.
Gee.
When Jack came out on the stage and stood there with that devil-may-care attitude, he reminded me of Francis X. Bushman. Jack's performance was so nonchalant, so casual, and so relaxed, we all fell asleep.
What?
In the time it took him to say hello again, this is Jack Benny, Milton Berle would have given us 3 guest stars.
Well, Mary, we're different. I have my style of comedy, and Berle has everybody's. Go ahead, read on, Mary.
And now, Mary, for a few lines about your sister Babe.
Oh, read this slowly, Mary. That's the part that sends me. You know?
Your sister Babe still isn't engaged, and I think her appearance is against her.
Gee.
She always looks like she just got up. We thought Baby finally landed a fellow last week. For 7 straight nights, a college student took her out.
A college student took out Babe?
But the 8th night, he didn't show up. He called and said the initiation was over.
How do you like that?
That's all the news now, so we're closed. Your loving mother, Young Rose Livingston.
Mary, I'd like to ask her.
I'll answer the door, Jack. Oh, hello, Phil.
Hiya, Liv. How's the flower that bloomed in the May Company?
Fine, Phil, fine. Come on in.
Where's Jackson?
Oh, he'll be... Hey, Phil, you're wearing glasses.
Yeah, I decided I better get him to keep me out of trouble.
Why? What happened?
Well, a couple of days ago, Liv, I was riding down Hollywood Boulevard and I saw a cute little chick walking along and I whistled at her.
Well, how did that get you into trouble?
It was Alice.
Oh, hello, Phil.
Hiya, Jackson. Hello, Rog. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Mr. Harris.
Here, Rochester, I brought you a present.
Thanks. What is it, hair tonic?
You can use it for that if you want happy hair.
Happy hair?
Hey, Jackson, I want to ask you something.
What is it, Phil?
Well, a couple of weeks from now, me and my boys have to be out of town, and I want to know, do you think that you could possibly do a program without us?
What did you say, Phil?
I want to know if you could do a program without me and my boys.
Well, Phil, I really don't know, but I'd be so grateful if you'd give me a chance to try. Believe me.
Wait a minute, Jackson. That's no altitude to take.
That's attitude. As far as I'm concerned, you can go right now. Altitude.
A natural mistake for a chap who's always high.
Now, look, Phil, where's this place that you and the boys may have to play?
Well, Jackson, we may be invited to play at the formal opening of a new incinerator that burns all the fish heads at Pismo Beach.
Well, congratulations, Phil. I think it's a step in the right direction. So take my advice. Oh, excuse me a minute. Hello?
One moment, please. I have a long-distance call from Las Vegas.
Las Vegas? Who can that be?
Hello?
Oh, hello, Dennis. What are you doing in Las Vegas?
Who's this?
Jack Benny, you called me.
I did. I thought I was putting nickels in a slot machine.
Oh, fine. Dennis, what are you doing in Las Vegas anyway?
I'm up here sightseeing. Yesterday I saw the Hoover vacuum cleaner factory.
The Hoover vacuum? Hoover? Did I say Hoover? Remember our old president, Herbert Hoover?
No, that's Herbert Heaver.
When you were in Las Vegas, you say you saw the Hoover vacuum cleaner factory?
Yeah, it sure is a funny-looking place. A big solid wall of cement with water on one side of it.
Oh, for heaven's sake, that's Hoover Dam. Dam.
Well, there's no need to get that mad about it.
I'm not mad. Dennis, who's in Las Vegas with you?
Oh, I'm up here with my mother. She's on our way to Detroit.
Detroit? Oh, is your mother going to pick up a new car?
5 of them. She drives the truck.
Stop that. I know you called up just to have some fun with me. You're not even in Las Vegas.
Oh, yes, I am in Las Vegas.
No, you're not.
I'm sorry, sir, but your 3 lemons are up.
What?
Now what do you got to say?
Nothing. Believe me. Goodbye, Dennis.
Goodbye.
Mr. Day,
Yes, operator.
you're my favorite singer. Would you sing a song for me over the phone?
Sure. Lucky for you, I walked into a phone booth that had a piano. The holly green, the ivy green, the prettiest picture you've ever
never seen is Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks at home. It's nice to know to kiss your beau while cuddling under the mistletoe. And Santa Claus, you know, of course, is one of the boys from home. The door is always open, the neighbors pay a call, and Father John, before he's gone, will bless the house and all. How grand it feels to click your heels and join in the fun of the jigs and reels. I'm handing you no blarney, the likes you've never known. It's Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks at home. The holly green, the ivy green, the prettiest picture you've ever seen is Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks at home.
There was Cousin O'Flaherty, Uncle O'Shaughnessy, Michael, me brother, and Angie McGee. And Father and Mother were all in a jitter when Terence the baby crawled under the tree.
It's nice, you know, to kiss your beau while cuddling under the mistletoe. And Santa Claus, you know, of course, is one of the boys from home.
'Twas Paddy Delahanty who dressed up like Santa and gave out the presents like he always does. But Johnny McGee, when he sat on his knee, tried to pull off his whiskers to see who it was.
The door is always open, the neighbors pay a call,
and Father John, before he's gone, will bless the house and all.
How grand it feels to click your heels and join in the fun of the jigs and reels.
I'm handing you no blarney, the like you never know.
It's Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks at home. How grand it feels to click your heels and join in the fun of the jigs and reels. I'm handing you no blarney, the like you've never known. It's Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks at home.
Jack, who was that on the phone before?
That was Dennis. He told me he was up in Las Vegas. I don't know whether to believe that kid or not. Once he called me up and told me he was in Tokyo, and I bawled him out. Boy, was I embarrassed when he put MacArthur on the phone. So you can't tell.
Say, Jack, I got to run along now. Are you sure you don't want to come over and play canasta?
No, Mary. Thanks.
How about you, Phil?
Canasta? No, thanks, Liv. When I play cards, I just want to be dealt 5. 5, then halt. That's enough. But I'll drop you by your house if you like.
Okay. Bye, Jack.
So long, Hoovier. So long, fishhead. Say, Rochester.
Yes, boss?
You can have the evening off if you... How do you like that? He was upstairs when I called him.
Well, let's see. What'll I do tonight? I should read my television script, but I don't feel like memorizing now. I think I'll just go in the library and read a book. Let's see. There's some books here I haven't read. Here's Ernest Hemingway's new one, Across the River and Into the Trees. I hear that's great. Here's a new book by Gypsy Rose Lee, Across the Runway and Into the Tees. That ought to be interesting. No pictures. Hey, here's one I haven't read. A Cup of Coffee, a Sandwich, and Murder. Say, this is the book I heard about. Supposed to be very exciting, too. Got gangsters in it and everything. I think I'll read it. I'll sit over here by the fireplace. A cup of coffee, a sandwich, and murder. Chapter 1.
Although my story is an unusual one, it all took place in a typical American town. I was a typical American man in a typical American business, which was identified with my typical American name. I remember the day they put up the sign, Gundlefinger's Lunchroom. Yes, that's me. Charlie Gundlefinger. As the story opens, it is midnight, and my lunchroom is deserted, except for one lonely customer. Yeah, it sure is a dreary night tonight, Curly. I wish I could close up and go home. What'll you have to eat?
Throw me one of them apples.
They're wax.
Oh. Hey, Charlie, look what's on top of one of them wax apples.
Yeah. Stupid worm. Come on, Curly, I want to go home. What do you have to eat?
I don't know. What do you got?
Well, how'd you like some squaw baked in wine?
Nah. Have you got any ham hocks? Stewed in bourbon?
No, we're all out of ham hocks.
Good. Just bring me the juice.
Okay. Say, Curly, next week when you come in here, you won't know this lunchroom. It's going to be real ritzy. New curtains and drapes and rugs on the floor. Yes, sir, I can just see the way this place is going to...
What's the matter, Charlie? What are you staring at?
I was staring out the window. Two guys had just stepped off the curb and were crossing the street. I'd never seen them before. They looked tough. Very tough. One of them looked exactly like Richard Whitmark. Courtesy of 20th century followers. They were coming this way. What'll it be, gentlemen? I say, what'll it be, gentlemen? Gentlemen, what'll it be?
What are you shaking for, Blue Eyes? It ain't cold in here.
I'm getting ready to close up, gentlemen, so if you want something to eat, you better order it.
Hey, Slugger.
What is it, Giggles?
Bouvier is in a hurry. Maybe we ought to slow him down.
Yeah, down.
Now, look, gentlemen, I don't want no trouble. What'll you have? You can have some ham and eggs or some corned beef hash or a mixed green salad. Ouch! Why did you slap me?
I don't like salads.
You don't?
No.
He thought he would antagonize me by blowing smoke in my face. But he was wrong. I liked it. Now, look, fellas, I want to close up this joint, so you better order and get out of here. And put that gun down.
You hear that, Slugger? Huh? Did you hear that? He wants me to put the gun down.
Yeah, down.
I was in a spot. The taller one was 5'10" and sinister. The shorter one was 5'6" and crazy. Crazy or not, he was a neat dresser. He even had a carnation in the hole in his head. In desperation, I looked toward my only customer, Curly, but he was no help. He was lying there under the table. I had put too much seasoning in the ham hocks. I knew these men were tough, and I'd have to bluff my way out. So I turned to the taller one and said, "Now, see here, mister. I want to ask you a question."
Look, big man, I ask the questions around here, see? You just answer them. Do as I tell you, see? If not, you'll get hurt, see? Now get me something to eat, see?
And be quick about it, look.
Look?
Look, big man, I asked you to get me something to eat.
Well, it's about time. You know, I have the reputation of serving the tastiest food in town.
Oh, you do, huh? Okay, I'll make you a deal. If your food is as good as you say it is, we'll scram. But if it ain't, I'll blow your head off.
Well, that's a fair deal. What'll you have?
Throw me one of them apples.
When he asked for one of those wax apples, I knew I was in trouble. His crazy pal had eaten them all. I was afraid to look for the word.
Well, I'm waiting.
I'm sorry, but wait a minute. What are you reaching in your back pocket for?
To get my handkerchief.
Your handkerchief?
Yeah.
You must have a bad cold.
Yeah, I just took those shots for it. Oh, Giggles, no wonder you was a panic in the streets.
Now, look, I know what you guys want. You're a couple of gangsters. You're here to hold me up.
Did you hear that, Slugger? The big man thinks we're here to hold him up.
Yeah, up.
Well, you got us wrong, Blue Eyes. We come in here to talk business with you.
Business? With me?
Yeah. We heard you're going to get this dump redecorated.
Yes, I am. What's that got to do with you?
Well, we want to know something.
What?
Who you getting your chintz from?
Chintz?
Yeah, and a silk lining for your drapes.
I'm not going to have them lined.
Now, listen, big man, you're going to have drapes and you're going to have them lined, and you're getting them from us, see?
Now, look, fellas, you can't come in here and intimidate me. I'm going to call the police.
Okay, Blue Eyes. Go ahead, call the police.
Well, I would, but I don't know the number.
Oh, you don't know the number, huh? Well, maybe I could help you out.
How can you dial the phone from way over there?
Stand aside and I'll show you.
Information.
What? Go ahead, big man. Talk.
And talk fast. I'm bleeding.
Well, I'm not afraid of you guys anymore. You took 3 shots before and 3 shots now. You're out of bullets. I've got my gun, see? Come on, out with your hand, both of you.
Ah, you want to shoot it out, eh? Okay, hand me a gun, Slugger.
Here you are.
Now take that. No, not that one, your real gun.
Oh, no, you don't. I got you guys covered. Take that.
You got me, Slugger. You got me. I'm dying, Slugger. I knew the day would come. I knew I couldn't get away with it. Oh, everything's getting dark. I can't see. I'm dying, Slugger. You gave me the kiss of death. And now there's no way out. Goodbye, Slugger. I'm dying. Dying.
Well, fall down, you big ham.
Yeah, maybe this'll help him.
No!
Yes, that's my story. I killed him. And I'll do it again for the West Coast at 9:30. This is Charlie Gundlefinger saying good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen, the United States Treasury Department is conducting an intensified drive to sell more United States savings bonds. It's a terrific opportunity for you to create financial security and independence. If you haven't been buying savings bonds regularly, start now. Put more opportunity in your future. Invest in United States savings bonds. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank the fellow who looked like Richard Widmark for appearing here tonight through the courtesy of the studio that looks like 20th Century Fox. Dick, I want to thank you very much for being on my program tonight.
Well, I was happy to be with you, Jack, but there's one thing I'd like to ask you.
What's that?
When do I get paid?
Paid?
Yeah.
Good night, folks.
Be sure to hear Dennis Day in A Day in the Life of Dennis Day. Next week, Jack Benny will have Dinah Shore as guest. Stay tuned for the Amos and Andy Show, which follows immediately. Transcribed over CBS, Columbia Broadcasting System.
65. The
Jack Benny Program, presented by Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike.
I dance and skip upon my toes, I leap and pirouette. Since I discovered Lucky Strike, the happy cigarette.
Stop fiddling, folks, when buying smoke. Join in the swing to pleasure. These Luckies are a richer blend with mildness for good measure.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Enjoy your cigarette. Enjoy truly fine tobacco that combines both perfect mildness and rich taste in one great cigarette, Lucky Strike. For only fine tobacco gives you both perfect mildness and rich taste. And LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So, friends, be happy, go lucky. Try a carton of Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Barry Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, this week Jack Benny boarded a plane and flew to England, where he appeared in a command performance for the royal family. Tonight, our little star is celebrating a triumphant return. And here he is, Jack Benny.
Phil, I'm waiting.
But Jackson,
Don't but Jackson me. Just do as I told you.
Oh, Jack, stop being silly.
I'm not being silly. After all, I just returned from England. I have a perfect right to expect appropriate music for my entrance. Now, go ahead, Phil.
Well, all right. Okay, fellas, Pop and Saratan.
Phil, that's pomp and circumstance. Saratan.
My boys play it backwards.
That I can believe, and I can't understand you kids. Every time I'm invited to do something special, you always...
Oh, Jack, we know it's an honor to appear before the King and Queen of England. But you weren't the only actor there.
Well, true, Mary, true. There were other talented people there, but I happened to be the only one who was knighted.
Knighted?
Yes, Don, I was the only... Oh, Don, you don't have to curtsy.
I'm not curtsying.
You're not?
No. After I eat, my stomach always droops a little.
Oh.
Jack, why didn't you tell us that while you were in England you were knighted?
Well, knighted, huh? Why didn't you tell us, Jackson? Or is it Sir Galahad Benny?
Phil, there's nothing more disgusting than a voice that's vitriolic,
on a breath that's alcoholic. Hey, that was pretty good. That was pretty good, wasn't it, Mary?
Yes, my lord.
Now stop.
But, Jack, you did say you were knighted.
Well, I was, and as far as I'm concerned, it's a great honor.
Oh, it is, Jack, and the ceremony is very thrilling. I once saw them knight someone in a movie. They placed the sword on his shoulder, then raised the sword over his head, and then placed it on the other shoulder.
What? What'd you say, Mary?
I said they placed the sword on one shoulder, raised it over his head, and then placed the blade on his other shoulder.
Yeah, that's funny. The fellow who knighted me tried to go straight across.
Straight across? Jack, who did it?
I don't know. He came up from behind. I was playing my violin at the time. What a clumsy guy. He cut my A string in 3 places. But I'm certainly glad I went, even though it was only for a single performance. I'll never forget it as long as I live. What a thrill.
Hey, Dad, aren't you making a little too much fuss over a one-night stand?
What?
Me and my boys used to play one-night stands all over the country. It's nothing.
Phil, if any of your boys were able to stand for one night, it's something. Believe me.
Now, wait a minute, Jackson. You can stop picking on my boys. It makes them feel bad.
Well, I'm sorry, Phil. I didn't mean to hurt their feelings. I didn't know that a group of men wearing overalls, blowing into empty jugs, and turning the music with their bare feet could be sensitive. And the way they're huddled together, you think they were calling signals for a jailbreak.
Jack.
Don't stop him, Liv. 2 more jokes and he'll burn himself out.
Bill, I was going to agree with Jack. Just look at the boys in your band. Their clothes look awful.
I know, but on what Jackson pays them, they can't afford no Adrian. They get their clothes made by a guy named Herman.
Herman?
He may not be too much on style, but he's the fastest man I ever saw with a needle.
All right, so he's fast. What good is that?
What good is that? He's the only man in the world who can sew up a rip in a pool table without stopping the game.
What?
I won my last tournament by banking one off his elbow.
Well, that's the silliest thing that I... Excuse me, Mr. Harris. Come in.
Mr. Benny?
Yes?
Mr. Benny, I read in the paper that you just returned from a trip to London.
Yes. In fact, I flew in Friday morning.
Well, as the plane circled Los Angeles, did you stick your head out the window?
Why, yes. Yes, I did.
And this must be yours.
Thank you. Hey, wait a minute. How come all these holes are in it?
I shot it down. I thought it was a duck.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Hey, you're welcome.
I guess I can comb it so the holes won't show. Now, kid...
wait a minute, Jack.
Huh?
Where do you come off saying that you stuck your head out of the window of an aeroplane?
Why?
In the first place, you can't even open a window on an aeroplane.
Mary, Lucky Strike pays me $10,000 a week to be funny, not technical. I hope that'll satisfy your natural prying tendencies. Now, kids, come in. Oh, hello, Dennis.
Hello, Mr. Benny. Boy, it's sure good to see you again. Welcome home.
Oh, you missed me, huh?
Yeah. How are things in Palm Springs?
Palm Springs? Dennis, what makes you think I was in Palm Springs?
I saw a picture of him in the paper shaking hands with the King of England.
Dennis, how...
Mary, please, let me take it. Dennis, you say you saw a picture of me shaking hands with the King of England.
Uh-huh.
Well, then what in the world makes you think the King of England was in Palm Springs?
Why not? He can afford it.
That kid drives me nuts. How I stay 39, I'll never know. Mary, you can have him now.
Well, I don't know what to say to him.
Ask him anything. Ask him why he was late, like it says on page 7.
Okay. Dennis, why were you late for the broadcast?
My answer won't make sense.
Why not?
I'm on page 5.
Now cut that out! And put down on that portable radio. I don't care if you do like Tallulah Bankhead. Now, kids, let's get on with
Mr. Benny.
What now?
Did you hear the joke I told on my program last night?
Which one?
Well, a fella says to me, Dennis, do you know how they fill those tubes with toothpaste? And I said, yeah. First they put the cap on the top, and then they open up the bottom and inject 3 1/4 ounces of toothpaste into the tube for the small size, or 5 ounces for the large size. And then they clamp the bottom together and seal it with a hydraulic press.
Dennis, where's the laugh in that?
Colgate pays me $5,000 a week to be technical, not funny.
Dennis, come here a minute.
What?
Did you ever hear the story of William Tell?
No.
Good, good. Now close your eyes and put this apple on your head.
Like this?
Yes. Now don't move. Hold still, Dennis. Oh, darn it. I hit the apple. Oh, well, let's get on with the show. Dennis, sit down while I introduce our guest star.
Yes, sir.
Thanks very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce a young lady who was not only the guest star on my opening television show, but who also appeared at the Command Performance in London. And here she is, Dinah Shaw.
Hello, everybody.
Well, Dinah, you certainly look rested after our long plane trip.
Thanks, Jack, and you look much better, too, now that you got it back.
Yes, some duck hunter shot it down. Dinah, you know everybody.
Oh, sure. Hiya, kids.
Hello, Dinah.
Dinah. Gee, Dinah, that's a beautiful dress you're wearing.
Oh, thanks, Mary. I bought it while I was overseas. I visited Paris for a couple of days.
Well, it certainly looks smart. What shop did you get it at?
Le Man Boucher Frères en Rue de la Paix.
Oh.
Where'd you get that dress you're wearing?
La Eastern Columbia, Broadway at... No.
Oui.
But, Dinah, I just can't get over how smart your dress looks.
Thank you, Mary.
The way the skirt flares around your knees, the way it fits around your hips and clings to your waist, and how snug it is.
Come on, girls. Look at, break it up.
No. This is exciting.
I don't care how exciting it is. Dinah isn't here to talk about fashion. As a matter of fact...
Excuse me, Jack, but I think there's a draft in here. Would you mind closing the door?
A draft?
Yes, there's a chill wind coming in from the northeast.
How can you tell the wind is from the northeast?
By the weather vane on Dennis's head.
Dennis, take that arrow off your head. You see, that was a game that Dennis and I were playing.
Fine game. A man can get killed.
Yes. Now, Dinah, I'm sure everybody would like to hear you sing, so how about doing a number?
Okay, Jack. Dennis and I rehearsed a song that I recorded in the album with the original cast from Irving Berlin's show, Call Me Madam.
You and Dennis rehearsed it? What's the name of it?
Well, the title is You're Just in Love, and Dennis takes the first chorus.
Well, good. Let's hear it.
Twinkling in my eyes, I wonder why.
You don't need analyzing. It is not so surprising that you feel very strange tonight. Your heart goes pitter-patter. I know just what's the matter because I've been there once or twice. Put your head on my shoulder. You need someone who's older. Rub down with a velvet glove. someone who's older,
and
down
what's more, I've lost my eyes.
There's nothing you can
to
say
twinkle in
to relieve
the
that
sky
pleasant
are
ache.
twinkling in
You're not
my
sick, you're
eyes,
just
and I wonder
in love. You're not sick, you're just in love.
Dinah, that was wonderful. Simply wonderful.
Thank you, Jack.
I was pretty good, too.
Yes, Dennis, of course you were.
Well, then why didn't you compliment both of us?
Well, because Dinah's our guest and you sing here every week. Does that explain it?
Trouble with you is you don't understand me.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Now go sit down.
Thank you.
Now, Dinah.
Yes, Jack.
I'm awfully glad you're on the show today because we're going to do a very... Oh, excuse me. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Benny. This is Rochester.
Rochester, what did you call for?
Well, this afternoon, a little kitten came to the door and looked hungry, so I gave it some milk, and now it doesn't want to leave. Is it all right if we keep it?
Rochester, I'm in the middle of a program. Do you have to call me for that? What do we need for a cat for, anyway?
Well, we could keep it to catch mice.
Now, don't be silly, Rochester. There are no mice in Beverly Hills.
I know, but we may get some tourists from Encino.
Well, look, what kind of a cat is this? Is it a Persian?
I think it's part Persian.
What's the other part? Angora?
A little of that.
Siamese?
Some.
Well, Rochester, is it male or female?
Boss, you pay me $25 a week to be a butler, not to be technical.
Well, look, Rochester, I don't think that we should... Rochester, did that kitten jump up on the piano keys? Rochester, who's that playing Love and Bloom?
The cat, you left the music on the piano.
What?
Shall I throw him out?
No, maybe Phil can use him. He's better than Bagby. See you later, Rochester. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hey, kitty, play Melancholy Baby.
I'm sorry we were interrupted, Dinah. You see, Mary, where's Dinah? Don, where's Mary?
While you were talking on the phone, they stepped out in the hall.
Oh, for heaven's sake, we got to do a program here. Don, go get them.
Dennis, go out in the hall and...
Don, if I wanted Dennis to go, I would have asked him myself. I asked you. Now go get them.
But, Jack, I'm not a...
Don, go get the girls.
Oh, all right. Can't understand it. Supposed to be a dignified announcer, and he uses me for a big fat errand boy. I wasn't hired to do this. Supposed to tell the people about Lucky Strikes. How they're made of that fine, that light, that naturally mild tobacco. That's what the sponsor wants me to do. Even gives me a free rein. I can throw in LSMFT anytime I want to. Now, I'm not even in the mood to sing Be Happy, Go Lucky, Be Happy, Go Lucky Strike. Hoodly, boop, 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 beep. Gee, that song is amazing. Now I'm not mad anymore. Oh, what a beautiful morning.
Don, what are you so happy about?
I just had a fight with Jack.
What?
I'll tell you about it later. Jack sent me out here to get you and Dinah.
Well, we'll be there in a minute. Don is telling me some of the things Jack did in London.
Oh, do you mind if I stay? It's probably funnier than the program.
No, you can stay, Don. Well, Dinah, with all the things you say Jack did, I can't understand how he had time to buy that nightgown he brought back for me.
Oh, well, I can tell you all about that, Mary. I was with him when he bought it.
You were?
Oh, yes, it was the morning before we did the command performance. We didn't start out to go shopping. As a matter of fact, we were riding in a cab, seeing the sights of London.
Gee, I'm glad we found time to go sightseeing, Dinah.
Me too, Jack. London's such an interesting city.
And on your right, you'll see the famous Tower of London.
Gosh, driver, that must be old.
Oh, it is, laddie, over 800 years. And for the most of that time, the crown jewels of England have been kept there. These jewels belong to the most famous collection in the world. Consists of rubies, pearls, sapphires, and diamonds, and it is absolutely priceless.
Gee.
Also, many ancient members of royalty have been executed there.
What a wonderful place to die.
Jack, would you like to go to Buckingham Palace and see the changing of the guard?
Changing of the guard? I don't think so.
Oh, it's really worthwhile, Governor. You haven't anything like it in America.
Oh, I don't know. Have you ever seen Notre Dame using the 2-platoon system?
Say, Jack, we may hurt the driver's feelings if we don't go to Buckingham Palace. You know, these Englishmen are so steeped in tradition.
Oh, Dinah, that's greatly exaggerated.
No, Jack, they always follow their customs. For instance, they always stop at 4 in the afternoon for tea.
Oh, Dinah, what a tourist you are. Americans always believe that the English stop everything for tea. But it isn't true. Say, maybe we can go and see... Oh, there goes Big Ben. 2... 3...
Lemon or cream, Governor?
Never mind, driver. The tourist and I will get off here.
All right, Hal.
Come on, Dinah.
Just a minute, Jack. He's giving me my change.
Oh. Well, come on, Dinah. We'll walk back to the hotel. The exercise will do us good.
Okay.
Say, Dinah, I think the Savoy Hotel is down this way.
Mm-hmm.
We have to get to the Strand first.
Here, y'all. Get the evening piper. Get the evening piper here. Piper, mister?
What's a piper?
A paper.
Oh.
Piper, get your piper here.
Would you like one, Jack?
No, I read the piper last night.
Well, I think I'll get one. Boy, I'll take one.
Here you are, miss.
Thank you. Keep the change.
Dinah, do you think that...
Jack, look, they have a story about our show tonight.
Where?
Right here. Look, it says Jack Benny to play violin at command performance. God save the king.
And they have a comic strip here too.
Mm-hmm.
Richard Tracy. And look, here's a big ad for Universal's new picture. James Stewart in RV. Come on, Dinah, we better hurry back to the hotel. It's starting to get foggy.
Okay. Oh, Jack, look at this cute little gift shop. I'd like to get a few presents for some friends at home.
I'll go in with you. Maybe I'll see something to take back to Mary.
Good afternoon. May I help you?
We'd like to buy some gifts. Do you mind if we browse around?
Not at all. We have a full line of perfumes, silks, jewelry, and curios. If you want me, just call.
Well, thank you.
Jack, look here at the perfume counter.
Why, what is it?
The English are so much more conservative than we are. Look at the names of the perfumes.
What about it?
Well, in America, the perfumes have names like Desire, Night of Bliss, and Surrender.
Uh-huh.
Well, over here they call really, old boy, tut-tut, and it isn't cricket, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a bottle of my favorite perfume. I'm going to take 2 of them.
I think I'll take this one here for Mary, too. Oh, clerk.
Yes, sir?
How much is this bottle of perfume?
£15, 4 shillings.
15 pounds, 4 shillings? Isn't that rather expensive?
Not if you smell it slowly.
Well, I don't know.
Say, Jack, maybe Mary would like a silk nightgown.
Hey, that's an idea.
We have a wonderful assortment of silk nightgowns. Our silks are considered the finest in England. Now, here's a beautiful gown that's only £11.
11 pounds? That's around $33. No, I'm afraid that's a little too high.
Well, here's a rather nice one for £6.
No, that's still too high, I think.
Well, if you think £6 is too much, we have this one here for £2.
Well, that's still a little more than I want to pay for a nightgown.
May I suggest that you get a pair of friendly silkworms and make your own?
look, clerk, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you £1 5 shillings for this nightgown.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that, Mr. Benny.
Well, Oh, wait a minute. You called me Mr. Benny. You must have waited on me before.
No, sir, I've never seen you before in my life.
Well, then, how did you know I was Jack Benny?
I read that you were in England, and I took a wild guess.
Jack, why don't you take that nightgown? It's really worth the £2.
Well, let me see. Gee, I don't know.
I beg your pardon, sir. Either you buy it or you don't, but stop trying it on.
Well, all right, wrap it up, clerk.
Here's one already gift-wrapped.
Fine, here's the £2. Come on, Dinah. Oh, by the way, clerk, could you tell me how to get to the Savoy Hotel?
No.
You mean to say you live here in London and you can't tell me where the Savoy Hotel is?
I can, but why should I cause them trouble?
Come on, Dinah, we'll... Gosh, the fog has really moved in. You can't see your hand in front of your face.
Yeah, we've been walking for 20 minutes. I've never seen it so foggy.
You know, Dinah, I think the hotel is in the other direction.
No, Jack. We're going the right way.
But I'm sure when we went to that store, we came from that... Oh, gee, it's raining now. How do you like that rain and fog? Hey, I think I see someone. As soon as we get closer, I'll ask direction. Pardon me.
Yes?
Could you tell me where the Savoy Hotel is?
You're in the hotel now.
I am?
Yes, and please get out of my room. I'm taking a shower.
Oh, I'm sorry. Come on, Doc.
Ladies and gentlemen, by taking an interest in our schools, all of us can help make sure that the community we live in gets the best education for the money it spends and provides the best possible educational opportunities for our children. So please join and work with local civic groups and school boards. Remember, better schools make better communities. Good citizens everywhere will help. Thank you. Jack will be back in just a moment. But first, everybody, be happy, go lucky, and let's see what's cooking for Thanksgiving.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky, right today.
The turkey said, I'm glad to go and feed your family, but give me one last Lucky Strike called LSMFT.
We'll all enjoy Thanksgiving Day, the turkey and the stuffin', and then we'll light a Lucky Strike and have great pleasure puffin'.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go Lucky Strike, be happy, go Lucky Strike today.
Yes, light up a Lucky and enjoy the happy blending of perfect mildness and rich taste combined in one great cigarette, Lucky Strike. Perfect mildness? Remember, scientific tests confirmed by 3 independent consulting laboratories prove Lucky Strike is milder than any other principal brand. And you always get the full, rich taste of fine tobacco, too, because LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So be happy, go lucky. Try a carton of Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go Lucky Strike, be happy, go Lucky Strike today.
Well, Dinah, it was nice having you on the show. Now, how about having dinner with me tonight?
Oh, I'm sorry, Jack, but I'm having dinner with George tonight.
George? Who's he?
George Montgomery, my husband.
Oh, him. Fine guy. He never let you out of his sight. We went to Houston last year for a benefit. George went with you. You came to New York last month to appear on my TV show. George came with you. Tonight he's with you again. What are you, Montgomery's ward? Dinah, I can't take credit for that. Your husband gave me that joke.
He did?
Yes.
Come on, I'll go to dinner with you.
Good night,
Be sure to hear Dennis Day in the Day of the Life of Dennis Day. tuned for the Amos Sandy Show, which follows immediately.
The Jack Benny Program, presented by Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Now when I have a gift to give, I know just what to send. The cigarette that's mild and rich, that happy, lucky blend.
Sailors are a fickle lot with gals around the sea, but they are true to Lucky Strike, cause LSMFT.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Yes, light up a Lucky and enjoy the happy blending of perfect mildness and rich taste in one great cigarette, Lucky Strike. You see, only fine tobacco gives you both perfect mildness and rich taste. And LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So next time, try a carton of Lucky Strike and be happy, go lucky.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, the Sportsman Quartet, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday USC and UCLA met in their annual football classic. So let's go out to Jack Benny's house a few hours before the game.
We better hurry, Jack, or we'll miss the kickoff.
Yeah, let's go already.
Just a minute. I want to copy the lineups out of the paper.
Here's a pencil, boss.
Thanks.
But, Jack, you can buy a program when you get to the Coliseum.
Why do that when the lineups are right here in the paper? Now, let's see.
Well, it's silly to copy it. Why don't you just cut them out?
Because we have to put the paper back on the Coleman's porch.
Yeah. Now, let's see. Here's UCLA's lineup. Mumor, Narletsky, Flynn, Stroshine, Livingston. Livingston? Mary.
That's Cliff Livingston.
Oh. I thought it was your sister, Babe.
No, Jack. Babe is with the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, yes, I forgot. Livingston, Mitchell, Cogswell.
I used to play football when I was in high school.
Really, Dennis? What position did you play?
Bent over like the rest of them.
Livingston, Mitchell, Cogswell.
Gee, I'll never forget our big game. I was the quarterback, and there was just a few seconds to play. The score was tied, and we had the ball on their 1-yard line. It was the first down. So I called for the water boy.
What?
While everybody else was drinking, I ran for a touchdown.
But, Dennis, that doesn't count.
I know, I forgot the ball.
But, Dennis, how could...
Wait a minute, Mary. Wait a minute. I'll take it. Dennis, did you also play football in college?
No.
You're sure you didn't play college football?
No, why?
Well, some years ago in a Rose Bowl game, a player ran 80 yards in the wrong direction, and I thought it might have been you. Now, let's see.
Well, that was my father.
Well, at least I had it in the right family. Now, let's see. I've got the lineup copied. Rochester, don't forget to put the paper back on the Coleman's porch.
Yes, sir.
And did you make the sandwiches?
And I put your Ovaltine in a whiskey bottle like you told me to.
Ovaltine in a whiskey bottle?
When Mr. Benny takes his 3 o'clock nap, he wants people to think he passed out.
Never mind. Did you pack my binoculars, Rochester?
No, I thought you'd rather carry them. Here.
Thanks.
Jack, when did you buy those binoculars?
When I got my television set, I used them for watching Faye Emerson. I stopped when she brought Skitch Henderson on. Hand me the basket, Rochester. Come in. Well, Mr. Kitzel.
Hello, Mr. Benny. Oh, my, I just dropped by to return this roasting pan you loaned me for Thanksgiving.
Oh, good, good.
Did you have a nice Thanksgiving dinner, Mr. Kitzel?
Oh, it was wonderful. Thanksgiving is the one day in the year that all my wife's relatives gather together, unfortunately at my house.
Why, Mr. Kitzel, you sound a little sarcastic.
Oh, not intentional. I love having all our relatives for dinner, excepting my wife's brother. Is he a glutton?
A big appetite, huh?
Oh, appetite. He eats like there's no tomorrow.
Oh, Mr. Kitzel, you're joking.
Joking, he said. Mr. Benny. He sat down and had 6 portions of turkey, 3 helpings of cranberry sauce, 8 portions of dressing. To the yams, he went back 4 times. Gravy, you could swim in it, and the rolls, Einstein couldn't count it.
Gosh, I bet he didn't have room for dessert.
That he had first. He wasn't taking any chances.
Oh.
But mad I can't get at him because he and my wife happens to be twins.
Twins? Well, do they look alike?
Fortunately for both of them, no.
Oh, well, Mr. Kitzel, we're going to the football game. Would you like to join us?
No, I'd love to, Mr. Benny, but I want to get home before my brother-in-law leaves.
Why?
He may get sick, and this I got to see. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Kitzel. What Mr. Kitzel goes through on Thanksgiving.
Hey, Mr. Benny, why didn't you invite us over for Thanksgiving dinner this year like you always do?
Well, I intend to do, Dennis, but I had a little trouble with the butcher.
Well, every time you go to buy something, you have trouble.
Well, this time it wasn't my fault. Turkeys were so expensive that when I started to dicker with the butcher, he got mad, handed me an egg, and said, "Here, take this home, sit on it, and hatch your own turkey." Smart aleck butcher. Turned out to be a duck. 31 days yet. Well, come on, kid. Gee, I ad-libbed that. Well, come on, kids. Let's leave for the game.
Oh, I'm ready. Oh, by the way, Mr. Benny, which team are you going to cheer for?
UCLA.
Why?
Well, I live in Beverly Hills near the college, so it's the neighborly thing for me to cheer for the UCLA team.
And besides, he washes their jerseys.
Yeah, those grass stains are murder. See, I hope UCLA wins.
Well, I'm going to be cheering for USC.
Who are you going to root for, Dennis?
Notre Dame.
Dennis, Notre Dame isn't even playing.
I know, but this year they need all the cheers they can get.
For a minute, I thought you were going to have a silly reason. Now, come on, let's go out and get in the car, kids.
Say, Jack, those trees on your lawn sure look beautiful.
Don't they, though?
I say, Benita, where's the morning paper?
Oh, my goodness.
If that Benny fellow bonnet...
Dennis, cut that out! What a kid. You know, Dennis, sometimes you're going to...
Hey, Jackson!
Huh?
Jack, it's Phil. Hi, Phil.
Hiya, Livy. What are you doing over here at King Solomon's Mine?
Phil, not so loud. Remember, you're in Beverly Hills.
Stop bragging about it. Someplace that's Beverly Hills.
Why, what's the matter?
I was driving down the street, stuck out my hand to make a left turn, and someone stole the olive out of my martini.
Oh, that's a shame, Phil. And after you took it sightseeing all the way from Encino. Hey, Phil, that's a beautiful car you're driving. Is it new?
Yeah, brand new Cadillac. I bought it for Alice. Thought I'd surprise her.
You? You bought a car for Alice?
Yeah, them joint bank accounts are wonderful.
Phil.
When Alice finds out I learn how to write my name, she'll kill me.
Oh, you know now.
Yeah.
You know how to write, huh? Well, I can't believe it. Go ahead, Phil. Let me hear you spell your name.
Okay. Phil. H-A-R-I-S.
Phil, you left out an R.
Oh, yes. H-A-R-I-S-R.
Phil, my only regret is that I have but one band leader to give to NBC.
Say, Phil, we're going to the football game. Why don't you join us?
I'd like to live, but I can't. Well, so long, kids. See you later.
Goodbye,
Bye,
Phil.
Oh, wait, kids. Don't forget to listen to me Monday night. I'm going to be on the Lux Radio Theater.
Lux?
L-O-X.
That's Lux.
Well, that's closer than I got with Harris.
Yeah, closer. So long, Phil. Well, let's go, kids. Is everything all ready, Rochester?
Yes, sir.
Come on. Let's get in the car, everybody.
Say, Jack, your car looks much nicer.
Thanks, Mary.
You've even got new seat covers.
That's the top. It sags a little.
Yeah. Now, come on, Dennis, Mary. Hop in. Go ahead, Rochester. Start the car.
Yes, sir.
Rochester, why is the motor spitting like that?
We can't stand each other.
Oh, stop. Try it again.
Yes, sir.
There we are. The motor was just cold.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter, Rochester?
I forgot to bring the sandwiches.
Well, it's too late now. Maybe after the game we can stop and get something to eat.
Okay, Jack, but this time let's go to a restaurant instead of a drive-in.
Well, don't you like drive-ins, Mary?
Sure, but the last time Jack drove into one, the girl put the tray on the door and the car turned over.
It did not. Now, come on, kids. Let's enjoy the ride. By the way, Dennis, what are you going to sing on the program this week?
Oh, it's called All My Love. Would you like to hear me sing it?
Sure, Dennis. That would be nice while we're driving along. Now, go ahead. Go ahead and sing. And wait a minute. Mary, did you drop something?
No.
Then what are you bending over for?
I'm hiding till we pass the May Company.
Well, go ahead and sing, Dennis. Go ahead.
I give you all my love. The skies may fall, my love, but I will still be true. All my sighs will disappear at last. Now that you're here at last, my heart belongs to you. I recall my life, I've waited all my life to give you all my love. Oh, I love you so. Don't you ever let me go. Waited all my life to give you all my love. I
Well, it was very good, Dennis, especially the finish. I never knew you could hit such a high note.
Neither did I. When I came to it, the spring in the seat broke through.
As long as you hit it, that's all. Mary, you can get up now. We passed the May Company.
I'm ducking for the one on Crenshaw.
We passed that one, too. Oh, Rochester, we're getting closer to the Coliseum. You better start looking for a place to park.
There's a parking lot, 25 cents.
Yeah.
There's one, 50 cents.
Keep driving, Rochester.
But, Jack, the lots close to the Coliseum charge $2 for parking.
Well, it's worth it. Look at all the walking it saves. If you want convenience, you've got to pay for it. Rochester, drive into this lot.
The $2 one?
Yes. Come on, kid.
Oh, here comes the attendant.
Oh, hello, Mr. Benny.
Hello, Joe. How's business?
Very good. I'll bring the money over to your house tonight.
Good. Come on, kid.
Jack, do you own...
Come on. We'll be late for the game. Dennis, don't lag behind.
Oh, I'm coming.
Gee, with a lot of people going to the game.
Jack, maybe you ought to give Dennis his ticket. He may get lost in the crowd.
No, he won't get lost. I've been holding his hand ever since we left the parking lot.
How can you be holding Dennis's hand? He's on the other side of me.
Well, I've been holding... Oh, pardon me, madam.
Oh, that's all right. I rather enjoyed it.
Thank you. Are you going to see the football game?
Oh, yes. My boy is playing today.
Really? What does he play?
The tuba.
The tuba? Oh, he's in the band.
Yes. Maybe you've heard of him. Big Mouth McDonald.
Oh, well, I'll watch for him at the half.
You can't miss him. On low notes, he drools a little.
I'll find him. Goodbye. Come on, kids, let's hurry. We don't want to miss the kickoff. Say, Mary, these seats aren't bad, are they?
No, they're fine.
Can you see all right, Dennis? Dennis. Now, where is Dennis?
Attention, please. Will Mr. Jack Benny please report to the Lost and Found Department?
I will not. Let him stay there. The last time I take that kid anyplace. Every time we go, I always have that trouble.
Jack, look. They're getting ready to start the game.
Yeah, the teams are lining up.
Attention, please. Mr. Benny, will you please come to the Lost and Found Department? He's driving us nuts.
Jack, go get Dennis.
I'm not going to leave now. Here comes the kickoff. Mary, look at that ball go. What a kick. It's going way...
Sorry to bother you, fella, but you're sitting in my seat.
Huh?
That seat belongs to me. Would you mind moving?
Well, you must be mistaken. My ticket says row 72, seat 4. And this is it.
Yeah, well, that's what my ticket says. So if you don't get out of the seat, I'll sit on your lap.
Look, mister...
Come on. Get out of the seat or I'll punch you right in the nose.
Oh, yeah?
Mary, please. I'll handle this.
Oh, you will, huh?
Mister, let go of my lapel. You don't have to get that excited. Now, wait a minute. I'm sure the usher can straighten it out. Oh, there's one. Oh, usher. That's all I need. Look, usher, I have a ticket for row 72, seat 4, and this man has a ticket for the same seat. How did that happen?
I don't know, but won't it be cozy?
Never mind that. What are you going to do about it?
Well, if you like, you can sit in seat 6, row 12, on the 50-yard line.
Oh, is that seat vacant?
It ought to be. It's in the Rose Bowl.
Stop being so smart. You are, without a doubt, the most stupid, inefficient, blundering...
When you say that, smile.
Why?
We're on television.
Well, that's the last straw. I've got a good mind to
You
take...
lay a hand on me, and I'll pull the cork out of your Ovaltine.
Oh, get out of here. Mary, where's that other man?
He's gone.
Good. Come on, we want a touchdown. We want a touchdown.
Jack, stop yelling. It's time out.
Oh.
Jack, look. The cheering section is getting up.
Oh, yes.
Fight 'em, fist boom bop, rock 'em, hey, 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 USC-UCLA.
See, they're rooting for both teams.
Lucky, fist boom bop, UCLA, USC, all smoke LSMFT.
Well.
Rock, free and easy on the drop. Light 'em, take a puff. Isn't this some clever stuff?
Now, if you want to win this game, just pass those Luckies more. The odds are always 2-1 that Lucky Strike will score.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike. Be happy, go lucky strike today.
There's Big Mouth McDonald.
When everyone is voting for the player that they like, for All-American full pack, we'll vote for Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike. Be happy, go lucky strike today.
Say, Mary, Don Wilson must have had something to do with that.
Jack, they're starting to play again.
Yeah.
All right, get your hot dogs. Get your red hots here. Hot dogs.
Mary, you want a hot dog?
No, thanks.
Oh, I'll have one of them, mister.
Yes, sir. One hot dog coming up. Would you like relish?
Relish, yes.
Chopped onion?
Uh-huh.
Mayonnaise?
Yes.
Chili sauce?
Yes.
You'll have to get them someplace else. All I got is mustard.
Just give me the hot dog.
Hey, UCLA's got the ball.
Yeah, look at that Marletsky move. Wow. What a tackle they threw on him.
Jack, look, he's still lying there. Must have knocked the wind out of him.
Get up. The grass is staining your jersey. Attaboy.
Attention, Mr. Benny. Please come and get him. You can't do this to us. How many Irish songs can we listen to?
Jack, you better go and get Dennis.
Oh, all right. Pardon me. Excuse me.
Peanut popcorn. Get your hot buttered popcorn here.
Hello, Sonny.
Hello, Mr. Benny. We're doing great.
Good. If you get stuck with any, cry a little. I'll see you later. Now, let's see. Where's the lost and found department? I'll ask this fella here. Oh, pardon me, mister. Can you tell me where the lost and found department is?
No, I'm a stranger here.
Well, I know. Wait a minute. I've seen you before. What's your name?
Savoni. John L.C. Savoni.
Well, Mr. Savoni, don't you remember me?
No.
But you must. Remember one day you stopped me on the street about a year ago, asked me for a dime for a cup of coffee, and I gave you 50 cents.
Holy smoke, is Jack Benny?
Well, I thought maybe you'd forgotten me.
Oh, no. I tell all my fraternity brothers that you're my friend.
Fraternity? Mr. Savoni, for a college man, what's happened to you?
I'm a poor little lamb that's gone astray.
Now, look. Look, Mr. Savoni.
You're my pal. You can call me John.
Well, thank you. Now, John, you're always short of money. How did you manage to get into the Coliseum?
Well, I'll tell you how it happened in a way. I was walking down the street. I wasn't doing anything. Just walking down the street. I just feel like doing 18. Just walking down the street. And a fella comes up to me and says, "Hey, you." I said, "Who?" He said, "You." I said, "Me?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "What do you want?" He said, "You want to buy a ticket to the football game?" I said, "How much you want for the football ticket?" He said, $3. So I gave him the $3 and they came to the football game.
But look, you're always broke. Where'd you get the $3 to buy this ticket?
While we were standing there talking, it got kind of chilly. So I put my hand in his pocket.
Well, at least you gave the man his money back. Did you take anything else?
No, but he gave me his card.
Card? Let me see it. J. Edgar Hoover. J. Edgar Hoover?
Yeah, he made me so nervous.
Mr. Savoni, why don't you get some ambition? Go out and find yourself a job. Settle down. Get married.
Oh, I was married once, but my wife threw me out.
Well, why would she do a thing like that?
I don't know. I was just hanging around the house. I wasn't doing anything.
I see what you mean, yes. So long, Mr. Savoni.
So long.
Now, let's see. I wonder
Oh,
where...
Jack.
Huh?
Did you find Dennis?
No, and I'm not going to bother. Come on, let's go back to our seats.
What seats? The game is over.
It is? What was the score?
39-0.
39? Oh, isn't that cute? I'll bet they did that just for me. Come on, Mary, let's go home.
Jack will be back in just a moment. But first, let's take a tour through an art gallery.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Now here's a picture of a pack of richer Lucky Strikes. It makes you think of smoking joy and mildness people like.
I'm sure I know the reason why the Mona Lisa smiled. She just discovered Lucky Strike, the smoke that's rich and mild.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Yes, be happy, go lucky. Enjoy perfect mildness and rich taste. A happy blending you always get in one great cigarette, Lucky Strike. Puff by puff, you'll always find Luckies are milder. In fact, scientific tests confirmed by 3 independent consulting laboratories prove Lucky Strike is milder than any other principal brand. And puff by puff, you'll always enjoy the full, rich taste of truly fine tobacco because LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So next time, try a carton of Lucky Strike and be happy. Go Lucky.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
We're a little late. Good night, folks.
Be sure to hear Dennis Day and a Day in the Life of Dennis Day. Next week, Amos and Andy will be our special guests. John L.C. Simone was played by Frankie Fontaine. Stay tuned for the Amos and Andy Show, which follows immediately. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
The Jack Benny Program, transcribed, presented by Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
The teacher said, what blend is best? The college class replied, those Lucky Strikes, a happy smoke so mild and rich inside.
I whirl and twirl upon my skates and do a fancy spin, then cut these words right in the ice ball mile that Lucky's win.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Enjoy your cigarette. Enjoy truly fine tobacco that combines both perfect mildness and rich taste in one great cigarette, Lucky Strike. For only fine tobacco gives you both perfect mildness and rich taste. And LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So, friends, be happy, go lucky. Try a carton of Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, a little over a month ago, Jack Benny made his first and only appearance in television. Last week, the radio and TV editors of the United States conducted a poll. And who do you think was selected as the most outstanding personality in television?
Don.
And which comedian was picked as having television's funniest program?
Don.
And who do you think was chosen as television's most popular?
Don, we can't do this introduction.
Why not?
We wrote it too soon. They picked Milton Berle. So you'll have to think of something else.
Okay, Jack.
Wait a minute, Don. Jack Benny, do you mean to say that when you heard there was going to be a poll, you had the nerve to assume they were going to pick you?
Well...
You never wait for final results, do you?
What?
Every time you made a picture, you were so sure you were going to win the Academy Award.
Look, Mary. What are you laughing at?
You're the only actor in Hollywood who's got 12 bottles of gold polish and no Oscars.
Well, for your information, Mary, that polish isn't going to waste.
Well, what do you mean?
Come here a minute. You know that bowl in my living room that's full of goldfish?
Uh-huh.
Sardines.
I wondered how you trained them to jump through onion rings.
It'd be great for television, wouldn't it? Now, Don, due to this unfortunate turn of events, you'll have to give me another introduction.
But, Jack, I still think that even though you did only one program in TV, you should have been selected as television's greatest star.
Well,
I agree with Don, Jack. Not only did you look youthful and handsome, but you're a master showman.
Oh, man.
Why, Jack, I thought your timing was absolute...
Hold it, kids. I know Christmas is coming, but let's not get panicky.
Oh, so that's it, using flattery to get Christmas presents. Phil, I'm surprised you didn't go along with them.
Why should I butter you up for a lousy pair of shoelaces?
Wait a minute, Phil. I'll admit that 3 years ago I gave Don Wilson a pair of shoelaces for Christmas. But I only did that for a gag.
Well, I'm ready for another gag. They broke this morning.
Really? I knew I should have gotten the ones with the metal tip. Anyway, fellas, I still think that you got a lot of nerve.
Oh, I'll get it. Hello? Yeah, she's here. Hold the wire. Mary, it's for you.
Oh, thanks. Hello? Oh, hello, babe. When did you get into town?
Your sister, babe?
Yeah. What? Oh, that's wonderful, babe. Where are you staying while you're here? Oh, be more specific. Which YMCA?
What?
How were things at home when you left? Aunt Clara had a boy? Yeah, Aunt Clara had a boy this time.
Oh, just what she wanted. That makes it even, doesn't it?
Yeah, 12 of each. Babe, what are you doing in California? You have to go to San Francisco? So soon? But it seems like they just painted that bridge.
Mary.
Well, tell me, babe, if you're going to San Francisco, what are you doing here in Los Angeles? Lawsuit? You're going to sue Phil Harris? But why? Oh, babe, I'm sure he doesn't mean you when he sings about the thing. What? Your picture's on the music? Well, then maybe you've got a case. So long, babe. See you later.
Hey, Phil, Babe's going to sue you. You better explain what the thing is. What kind of a song is it, anyway?
Well, Jackson, I can't describe it to you. You'll have to hear it.
Well, can your boys play it?
That's all they can play.
Well, okay, come on. Let's have it.
While I was walking down the beach one bright and sunny day, I saw a great big wooden box a-floating in the bay. I pulled it in and opened it up, but much to my surprise, ooh, I discovered right before my eyes. Ooh, I discovered right before my eyes. I picked it up and ran to town as happy as the king. I took it to a guy I knew who'd buy most anything. But this is what he hollered at me as I walked in his shop. Oh, get out of here with that before I call the cop. Oh, get out of here with that before I call the cop. I turned around and got right out a running for my life. And then I took it home with me to give it to my wife. But this is what she hollered at me as I walked in the door. Oh, get out of here with that and don't come back no more. Oh, get out of here with that and don't come back no more. I wandered all around the town until I chanced to meet a hobo who was looking for a handout on the street. He said he'd take most any old thing. He was a desperate man. But when I showed him he turned around and ran. Oh, when I showed him he turned around and ran. I wandered on for many years, a victim of my fate, until one day I came upon St. Peter at the gate. But when I tried to take it inside, he told me where to go. Oh, get out of here with that and take it down below. Oh, get out of here with that and take it down below. The moral of the story is, if you're out on the beach and you should see a great big box and it's within your reach, don't ever stop and open it up. That's my advice to you, 'cause you'll never get rid of them. No matter what you do, no, you'll never get rid of them. No matter what you do.
Phil, that was very good, but I still can't understand it.
Well, Jack, the Sportsman Quartet are here, and they have a version of that same song that may explain it to you.
The quartet? Well, go ahead, boys. Let's hear it.
Whenever Mr. Harris used to open up his mouth, you knew that he was going to sing that song about the South. Now just when he's been quieter than we can't remember when, he learns a song about, and here we go again. Oh, he learns a song about, and here we go again. Phil Harris, we all kind of like the way you sing a song, but don't you think it's possible to sing one song too long? If you would change a lyric or two, your hooper you might hike. So why not sing about the cigarette we like? So why not sing about the cigarette we like? For deep down smoking satisfaction, Lucky is the one. You'll never take a puff that's rough, that's why they're so much fun. They are so mild and tastier too, you'll say, for goodness sake, let's all light up the cigarette we like. Oh, let's all light up the cigarette we like. After all is said and done, it's LSM-ity. So round and firm and fully packed and on the draw so free. Be happy and go lucky with us and join us at this mic. Then we can sing about the cigarettes we like. Oh, we can sing about the cigarettes we like.
Don, I get a much better picture of it now, but I would have enjoyed it even more if Phil's orchestra wasn't off key.
What do you mean off key? Now, let me tell you something, Jackson, that you may not know. Some of my musicians are symphony men. They used to be with Giannini.
That's Toscanini. Giannini.
A natural mistake for a chap whose wife owns the Bank of America.
Phil, I'm not interested. Come in.
Mr. Benny?
Yes?
I'm from the Red Arrow Messenger Service. I was told to give you this envelope.
This? Oh, yes, I know what it is. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh, just a minute, boy. Here's a tip for you.
Oh, boy, a nickel. Now I can move to Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I'm glad they finally sent this envelope over.
What is it, Jack?
Well, I'm going to be interviewed by a radio commentator, and she sent me the questions, so I'll have to think about the answers. Mary, here, you go over this with me and read the questions just as they're written, will you please?
Okay. Here's the first question. Tell me, Mr. Benny, where were you born?
Waukegan, Illinois, February 14th, 1911. Well, go ahead, Mary. Ask me the next question.
Well, all right. Mr. Benny, we've seen many pictures of you in a sailor suit. What year did you enter the Navy?
1917. Go ahead, Mary. Next question.
Wait a minute, Jack. You were born in 1911 and went into the Navy in 1917?
Yes. Next question.
Now, hold it, Jackson. If you were born in 1911 and went in the Navy in 1917, you would have been only 6 years old.
Next question, Mary.
Jack, how could you possibly get into the Navy when you were only 6 years old?
I had a tough draft board and shut up. Now, go ahead, Mary. Ask me the next question.
Okay. Now, Mr. Benny, this is your 19th year in radio, isn't it?
Yes.
Who is your first sponsor?
Canada Dry Ginger Ale. Next question, Mary.
Well, after they fired you, what did you...
Hold it. Let me see that. That's after they hired me. After they fired me.
A natural mistake for a gal who broke down the garage door and pulled the exhaust pipe out of your mouth.
Mary, this is a real legitimate interview, so let's be serious. Now, ask me the next question.
All right. Mr. Benny, tell me something about Rochester, your butler.
Rochester?
Yes. How long has he been with you?
Well, Rochester's been with me 14 years. As a matter of fact, it'll be exactly 14 years in March.
Well, how did you happen to find Rochester?
I'm glad you asked me that. It's a very interesting story. 14 years...
Jack, I know how you found Rochester. Let's get on to the next question.
But wait a minute, Mary. I'm going to have to do it when they interview me on the program, so I might as well get it all clear in my mind now. 14 years ago, I was in New York. It was about the middle of March, 1937. The weather was so nice, I decided to take a little drive. I was driving along 7th Avenue, around 134th Street. In my Mary Maxwell car, I go roaming near and far. Oh, da-dum, 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 da-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Ah, there's nothing like an auto ride on a day like this. Gosh, how time flies. Here it is, 1937. I've sure had this car a long time. I bought it secondhand, too. Got it from the Smiling Pilgrim. What am I laughing it up for? I'm all alone. In my Mary Maxwell car. Oh, what a beautiful day. The month of March can be so nice in New York. Trees beginning to bud, birds are singing. Gee, it's great to be alive. I'm glad Mary pulled that exhaust pipe out of my mouth. She was right. I did get another job. In my Mary Maxwell car, I go roaming near and... Well, how do you like that? Hey, you, this is all your fault.
My fault?
You think just because you drive a taxi, you can smash into other people's cars.
But, mister...
Don't but Mr. Me. I'm going to sue you and your taxi company for damages because it was your fault.
But, mister, I was parked here when you hit me. This is a gas station.
Well, I can't understand how I could have run into you.
Neither can I. I was up on the green grass.
Never mind that. Let me see your driver's license.
Okay, here it is.
March 18th, 1937. Issued to Rochester Van Jones. 5 feet 10 inches, 155 pounds, 31 years old, Orchachornia. What's that?
Don't die.
Here's my card. Now I'm going to take you into court and get every cent you've got in the world.
You can reach in my pocket and do that.
Well, you better think it over, and I'm willing to be reasonable. If you want to arbitrate and settle this out of court, I'll be home all afternoon.
Hey, do you think that the new taxi driver you hired will work out, Andy?
I don't know, Amos.
I don't see why you had to hire a driver in the first place. We only got one cab, and I can drive that.
Listen, Amos, when you reaches our position in business world, you has got to have people's working for you.
Yeah, well, I can't see where we has reached no position like that.
Listen, Amos. Do you realize that last month we lost less money than any month since we've been in business?
Yeah, but there's a reason for that. Last month only had 28 days in it.
Yeah, that's right. You know, Amos, if we can find a month short enough, we'll be able to break even.
Yeah, but then I still think that we should wait till we start making money before we go around hiring people.
No, Amos. People is the thing. If we ain't got nobody working for us and we go bankrupt, there ain't gonna be nobody sorry for us but us. And us ain't enough people to absorb all that sorrow.
Well, Andy, we ain't bankrupt yet, though.
I know, but we is getting into those long months.
Well, I still think that I should be out there driving that cab myself. Here comes Rochester, your new driver.
Hello there, Rochester. How was business this morning?
Bang up, gentlemen. Bang up.
What you mean?
I had an accident with a man named Jack Benny.
Jack Benny? Oh, that must be the radio comedian.
If it is, this is really bad. He's supposed to be the cheapest man in the world.
Cheapest man in the world?
Yes, sir. I hear he lives so close to his money that even his skin feels like an outsider. And I also hear that he's got a zipper on his wallet that has yet to make its first zip.
Well, man, he must be.
Oh, he can't be so bad, gentlemen. In fact, he said he'd be home all afternoon if we wanted to arbitrate.
Wanted to arbor who?
The man said arbitrate.
Arbitrate. Well, now, if that ain't a coincidence. Arbitrate happens to be the one word in the English language with which I ain't familiar.
Well, why don't you look it up in the dictionary there, Andy?
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I got the dictionary right here.
Yeah.
Arbitrate. R. What is the second letter?
You ain't got the first one yet.
I know I ain't. I'll get the first letter. I'm working on the second. Now, let me see here.
Well, hello there, boys. How's everything going?
Oh, not so good, Kingfish. Rochester here done had an accident in the taxi cab.
Well, that's bad, boys, bad.
It's worse than that. The man he accidented with is going to arbitrate him.
Uh-oh. That ain't good, boys.
How you know? You ever been arbitrated?
Gentlemen, I don't think you know the meaning of the word. Let me see that dictionary. Now, I think it begins with an A. Let's see. Arbitrary.
Here it is, arbitrate. To act as an arbiter.
Well, that's logical, yeah.
To mediate.
That ain't told us nothing yet.
To act as an umpire.
Well, the man wants to play baseball, yeah.
No. Listen, Kingfish, you was thinking of umpire. This here is umpire.
Well, what is the difference?
Well, there's a baseball umpire, the British umpire, and the Umpire State Building. Three entirely different words.
Oh, here it is, arbitrate. To settle a dispute. That's it, gentlemen. I think Mr. Benny wants to settle this dispute.
Oh, I know that all the time. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, well, Kingfish, you better come along with us. We got to go to see this man that Rochester accidented with.
Yeah, well, you go along in my place, Kingfish. I better take the taxi cab over to the shop and fix it.
Yeah, okay, we better go. And remember, when we seize the man, let's all arbitrate in the same direction.
Yeah, we'll have to watch that. Come on, let's get on over there. Come on.
Well, here we is, Kingfish. This is the right place, ain't it, Rochester?
That's what it says here on the card.
Yeah, good.
Yes?
Excuse us for protruding, but, I, as the general manager, general counsel, and everything else for the Fresh Air Taxi Cab Company of America Eliminated.
Yeah. And I as likewise.
Oh, yes. You men are here about the accident. Come right in. I presume that your drivers informed you of the circumstances and my position in this case.
Oh, yes, sir. He done did that. Now, Mr. Benny, if you'll just make us out a check for $50, we'll forget the whole thing.
Me pay you? Listen, you start those tactics with me, you won't even get to first base.
There you is, gentlemen. I told you the man wanted to play baseball.
Baseball? Look, don't talk in riddles or I'll turn this matter over to a lawyer.
Lawyer? Well, here's my card, Mr. Benner.
Wait a minute, Kingfish. You was on our side.
I is?
Sure.
Oh, yeah. I got my papers at the head of my corpuscles there.
Now, look, you boys, you pay me for the damage to my car or I'll take you to court.
Well, now, just a minute there, Mr. Benny. You acting kind of hasty. You ain't even let us tell our side of the story.
I don't care about your side of the story. I'll have my lawyer see you in the morning.
Well, now, just a minute, Mr. Benner. Just a minute. Hold it, please. Say, Andy, come here. We got to do a little conferencing. No, Rochester, you stay where you is. This is just for the executives of the company.
Yeah, Rochester. We'll put up a bulletin for the employees. Hey, Kingfish, you look like you done gimmicked us a gimmick here. What is it?
Yeah, I just done give myself an idea in the head, yeah. Sure. Now, look, it seemed to me we're going to have to pay Mr. Benny, and we ain't got no cash.
Yeah, and I don't think we can give him no check, neither. He looks like a vegetarian. If he don't see no green in front of him, he ain't going to bite, I tell you that.
Now, look here. I done noticed that Mr. Benny done answered the door by himself. In other words, putting it in the vehicular. That means that he ain't got no gentleman's gentleman.
Yeah, getting the guts of your conversation, Kingfish. He ain't got no valet, huh?
Yeah, you getting a half Nelson on the thing now, yeah. And as far as Rochester's concerned, we don't want no driver who is reckless enough to get hit on a grease rack. Now, look, Nanda, do you follow me?
Follow you, Kingfish. If you turn around, we can dance. Now, you mean the thing to do is to palm Rochester off on Mr. Benny, huh?
That's it. Now watch, man. Watch. Miss Benny.
Yes?
We have done considered the thing from every angle, and we want to give you the benefit of all the breaks and make a settlement in your favor. That's what we want to do.
Oh, well, that's different.
Yeah, now, Mr. Benny, we're going to take our cards out of our sleeve and lay them right on the table. No. Now, if you'll just bring your valet in here to witness this transaction.
I don't have a valet.
No valet? A man of your social position? A man who is a star of stage, screen, and radio? And who has done nominated himself for an Academy Award? A man like you? It's got no valet?
Well,
No valet?
Well, I tell you, fellas, I've been thinking a long time of getting a valet, but somehow the right man hasn't come along.
He's here now.
Yes, sir, he's here already.
Gentlemen, stop forming a circle around me.
Quiet, Rochester, quiet. And shake hands with your new boss.
Wait a minute, not so fast.
Come on, Andy, we gotta go.
Now, wait a minute.
Goodbye, Mr. Benny.
Good luck, Rochester. See you again, boy.
Well, Mr. Benny, as long as I'm working for you now, don't you think we ought to discuss money?
Well, yes, Rochester. What do you think would be a fair salary?
I ain't going to get that, so let's start somewhere else.
Oh, good. Grab that vacuum cleaner. We can talk as we walk.
Ladies and gentlemen, according to the National Safety Council, the holiday season is an especially critical period as far as traffic accidents are concerned. So be careful if you drive the car or if you take a walk. Watch traffic lights, obey traffic regulations. The life you save may be your own. Thank you. Jack will be back in just a moment. But first, everybody, be happy, go lucky, and let's join in a real old-fashioned square dance.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky, strike, be happy, go lucky, strike today.
I call the dance while couples whirl and swing and do-si-do. And when I call out Lucky Strike, it always stops the show.
I could have come with Luke or Cy, but Clem's the one for me. 'Cause he knows fine tobacco counts and LSMFT.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky, strike, be happy, go lucky, strike today.
Yes, friends, be happy. Go Lucky. Enjoy your cigarettes. Puff by puff, you'll find Lucky's always give you perfect mildness. In fact, scientific tests confirmed by 3 independent consulting laboratories prove Lucky Strike is milder than any other principal brand. And puff by puff, you always get rich taste, too. All the deep down smoking enjoyment that comes from truly fine tobacco. Because LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So, friends, be happy. Go Lucky. Try a carton of Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky, strike, be happy, go lucky, strike today.
Well, Mary, I think the way I've got the interview is all right. I think people will be interested in the way I found Rochester.
Well, I think so, but Jack, how could you have possibly hit his car while I was up in the Grassreek?
A natural mistake for a girl who's going back to the May Company tomorrow. Tonight, folks, we're a little crazy.
Be sure to hear Dennis Day in A Day in the Life of Dennis Day. Stay tuned for the Amos and Andy Show, which follows immediately. Transcribed, this is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, this week Jack Benny is in Palm Springs for the sole purpose of fun and relaxation. Every morning he can be seen playing golf at the O'Donnell Golf Course.
Yesterday I was 2 under par.
Every afternoon he can be seen playing tennis at the Biltmore.
My backhand is sensational.
And every evening he can be seen playing his violin on stake rides.
I murdered them with Mexicali Rose.
And here he is, our tumbling tumbleweed, Jack Benny.
Thank you. This is Jack Benny talking. And, Don, you should have seen me on that golf course yesterday. On the first hole, I had a terrible slice. But I made a terrific recovery when I sunk a 30-foot putt.
A 30-foot putt? Why, Jack, I think that's wonderful.
Well, so did I until I found out it was an open manhole. I had on bifocal glasses.
An open manhole? Well, Jack, you get your ball back?
No, but I got Rochester watching for it at El Segundo. Don, in your introduction, you mentioned I play tennis every afternoon. You must have seen me at the Biltmore.
Oh, I did, Jack, and I want to congratulate you for finally staying at such a beautiful place.
Well, Don, I'm not exactly staying at the Biltmore. You see, I only play tennis there. I have a very comfortable room at the El Pocho Motel. It's right near...
Oh, no, not that joint.
Phil. Phil, nobody was talking to you.
I know, Jackson, but when you mentioned the El Pocho, my hair straightened, and I'm a tight curl man.
Phil.
How can you stay at a crumb joint like that?
I never heard of the El Pocho, Phil. Where is it?
Well, Don, do you know where the desert retreat is?
Yeah?
Well, the El Pocho is where it retreated from.
All right. Listen, the El Pocho may not be swanky, but it's comfortable. I'll admit that my room doesn't have electricity or running water.
No electricity or running water? Well, Jack, on these chilly nights, do you have heat?
No, but if I get in bed by 8 o'clock, it's still warm from the fellow who just got out. That is, I think it's a fellow.
You think it's a fellow?
Well, Phil, in Palm Springs, you see, cowboy boots can belong to anybody. But I'll soon find out who it is. I left a note in one of the boots. They were so dainty and petite, they must belong.
Oh, hello, Jack. Hello, everybody.
Oh, hello, Mary. All right, Mary, you can sit down now. Phil, let's have a band now.
Wait a minute, Jackson. You didn't even give Livy a chance to do her routine. She comes in, says hello, and you push her away from the microphone.
Phil, I know what I'm doing. Let's have a band number.
Jack, you're not pushing Mary for that little mistake that she made on last week's program.
Pushing, did you? That's punishing. Nobody reads on this program. I certainly am punishing Mary.
Now, wait a minute. What did our little Livy do?
I'll tell you what she did, Phil. It happened after you left to do your own show. You remember that part last Sunday when I ran my car into a gas station and hit another car while it was up on a grease rack?
Yeah?
Well, at the very end of the program, Mary was supposed to say to me, Jack, how could you possibly hit a car that was up on a grease rack? That's all she was supposed to say. How could you possibly hit a car that was up on a grease rack?
Well, what did she say?
Phil, if I told you the mistake she made, you wouldn't believe me, so I brought a record along. Fellas, put that record on, the one I gave you at last week's show. Now listen to this, Phil.
Well, Mary, I think the way I've got the interview is all right. I think people will be interested in the way I found Rochester.
Well, I think so, but Jack, how could you have possibly hit his car while I was up in the Grassreek?
All right, fellas, that's enough. How do you like that? Grassreek. What kind of a word is that?
Oh, Jack, anybody can make
Mary, get away from the microphone.
But Jack...
Don't but Jack me. Just when I'm getting over Chiswee sandwich, you come up with a new one.
Don't worry about it. Cheer up, Livy. So you made a little mistake. Next week, before we go on the air, I will personally go over the script with you.
Please, Phil, I'm in enough trouble.
Yeah, Luca's going to show her how to read. Phil, you can't even write your own name.
So what?
So what do you do when you have to sign a check?
The same as you. Take a little Novocaine.
Well, that's a snappy retort coming from a man whose eyes stick out like the taillights on a Greyhound bus.
Now, wait a minute, Mexicali Rose. Hold it.
What?
I don't think that was a very nice thing to say to a man who's tapering off.
Tapering off?
I certainly am tapering off. You just can't stop in midstream. You got to drag your anchor a bit. You know.
Oh, of course.
And it wasn't easy. When I got to Palm Springs last Wednesday, I made up my mind that each day I was going to drink a little less. And I stuck to it. As a matter of fact, today is my 5th day.
Really?
Yep, today I'm down to a 5th.
Gee. And you used to spill that much. I should have known. Phil, why don't... Come in. Oh, it's you, Dennis.
Hello.
Well, Dennis, are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, it sure is exciting here in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas?
Dennis, you're not...
Hold it, Don, hold it. Dennis, you're in Las Vegas?
Yeah. Oh, say, Mr. Benny, would you give me $1 worth of nickels?
What do you want nickels for?
Well, I've been playing those slot machines, and one of them is bound to pay off soon.
What slot machines?
They're all over the place. They're lined up on both sides of the street.
Those are parking meters! Slot machine.
Gee, and I thought the fellow playing the one next to me won a Cadillac.
What?
With a girl in it, yes.
Mary, you talk to him.
I don't have to. Fortunately, you threw me off the program.
Oh, yes. Now go over in the corner and say grease rack 50 times. Then you can come back.
Oh, all right.
Grassreek.
Say, Dennis, where are you staying down here?
Oh, I'm at the El Pocho Motel.
The El Pocho? Dennis, that's where I'm staying. What room are you in?
24.
24? I'm in that room, too.
Oh, so you're Blue Eyes.
Huh?
Gee, that was a cute note you left in my cowboy boot.
Hey, Jackson told us about that. Read us that note, kid.
Dennis.
Oh, come on now, Dennis. Read the note Jack wrote.
Okay. You and I have never met. To me, you are a stranger. But I'm carefree as a desert breeze and would like a little danger.
For him, I called in a writer. All right, Dennis, come on. Let's have your song.
Okay.
Hold it a minute. Come in. Well, kids, look who it is. It's Mr.
Savoni.
Mr. Savoni, what are you doing down here in Palm Springs?
I just came down to relax.
Relax? I didn't think you had a care in the world.
Neither did I. I was enjoying life. Just sitting around the house. I wasn't doing anything. Just sitting around the house. I didn't feel like doing anything. Just sitting around the house. After a while, it made me so nervous. So I went to see my doctor.
Oh, so the doctor sent you to Palm Springs to rest?
Yeah. He said, John, most people can't take too much of the desert, but you can stay out in the hot sun as long as you want. It won't even hurt you a bit.
Mr. Savoni, I didn't think you had enough money to come to Palm Springs. But here you are, you even have a new suit on. Where are you living?
At Bullock.
Bullock? That's a department store.
I don't care what it is. They're very proud of me.
Proud of you at Bullock's?
Yeah. I was just standing around. The doctor told me to relax, so I wasn't even moving a muscle. All of a sudden, a guy come over, put this suit on me, picked me up, put my hand on my hip, and stuck me in a window.
In the window?
So I gotta go now, Mr. Benny. I'm getting married this afternoon.
No.
Yeah! While I was standing there all dressed up in this new suit, I proposed to a girl standing next to me in the window.
Now, wait a minute. Mr. Saboni, that's impossible.
No, it ain't.
Don't tell me she said yes.
She didn't say no.
Well, goodbye. Goodbye, Mr. Saboni, and good luck.
Bye.
Jack.
What?
I said grease rack 50 times. Can I come back on the program now?
Yeah, you sure you didn't say Grassreek?
Not even once.
Good. Sorry I'm not angry. I'll take you to dinner at the Dunes, and tomorrow morning I'll take you on a breakfast ride.
Oh, fine. Remember that last breakfast ride?
What was it, Barry?
Somebody dropped an egg. Jack saw the yolk, thought it was gold, and before we could stop him, he dug a hole 30 feet deep.
30 feet deep. That joke you had to read right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for our feature attraction tonight, we are going to present our brand new 1950 version of Murder at the Racquet Club. Once again, I will play the part of Captain O'Benny. And Mary, you will... Oh, for heaven's sake. Come in. Yes?
Mr. Benny, I'm Gus Ketman, the Palm Springs Chief of Police.
What do you want to see me about, Chief Ketman?
It's about those sketches you do here in Palm Springs.
You mean murder at the Racquet Club?
Yes. Why must these murders always take place at the Racquet Club?
Well, we get a better class of bodies that way. But you don't object to our doing these plays, do you?
No, but it might leave the wrong impression. There's probably never been a murder at the Racquet Club.
Probably? You mean you're the Chief of Police and you don't know?
They won't let me in there.
No.
I wish you'd mention my name to the owner, Charlie Farrell, the star of Seventh Heaven.
I will. But why do you object to my doing murder mysteries? Don't you ever have murders here?
Very rarely. We only have minor troubles. Like this morning, we had to chase a skunk that was running around on someone's lawn.
Oh, did you finally get the skunk off the lawn?
Yes, but boy, did that grass reek.
Settled it. We're going to do our sketch, and don't worry, Chief, I won't embarrass you.
But how can you be a police officer? You don't even know how to handle a gun.
What's so difficult about handling a gun?
There's a lot to it. Here, I'll show you.
Oh, wait, Chief, don't point that gun at me. It might go off.
Don't worry. It's loaded with dates.
Your gun is loaded with dates?
Whenever I get hungry, I play Russian roulette.
Oh. Chief Ketman, you sit down and listen while we do the sketch, and I promise I won't embarrass you.
Okay.
Now, come on, let's get on with the play. Hit it, Sam. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we present our 1950 version of Murder at the Racquet Club. Or get a load of those prices. The scene opens in the office of Captain O'Benny of the Palm Springs Police Force. Curtain. Music. Hello? Palm Springs Police Station. Captain O'Benny talking. What's that? What? A dice game? Well, I'll take care of that. All right, men, put away those dice. Now, come on, line up for inspection.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, Wilson, a fine policeman you make with that bay window. Pull in your stomach. Pull it in a little more. More. That's better. Now, men, today we must... Pull it in again, Wilson. Now, men, we've got to have a more efficient police force. You realize that in the past few years, Palm Springs has been the most popular resort in the entire country? And do you know why it's so popular?
No television.
Besides that, it's popular because the town is run so well.
I know that, Captain, and I'm doing my best to keep it clean. Why, only yesterday I closed up a nightclub that had a naughty floor show. They featured a girl dancer doing the bumps.
The bumps? And what did you say to her?
I said, get out of here with that. And don't come back no more.
Well done, O'Hara. Now, men. I'll get it. Hello, Palm Springs Police Station. Hello? Hello?
Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Testing, testing.
Don't worry about the mistakes now. What do you want?
Well, listen, Chiefy, this is Missy LaRue, and I'd like to report a murder.
A murder? Who was killed?
Townsend T. Fletcher.
Ah, the rich Andy Devine.
It happened by the pool at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
3 o'clock this afternoon, eh? Was the murder man shot? Poisoned? Strangled? And how did he die?
The sun went down and he froze to death.
Wait a minute, that isn't murder.
It isn't?
No.
Are you happy now?
Yes, I'll be right over, and I want to talk to you, so you wait there.
I can't.
Why not?
Because last night one of your cops said something to me.
What did he say?
Get out of here with that, and don't come back no more.
Never mind that. You wait there. Now I really want to see you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Come on, men. We got to rush over to the Racquet Club. And I'll solve this murder, or my name ain't...
Captain Penny's on his way to solve this murder case. He's a rootin', tootin', shootin' guy with a holster trimmed with lace.
Oodly poo poo poopy poo. Okay, man, here we are at the Racquet Club. Now, where's the body?
Here I am, Chiefy.
I mean the dead one.
Gee, it was here a minute ago. It must have disappeared during the excitement.
What excitement?
A few minutes ago, a skunk ran across the lawn into that grease rack.
That's Grassreek.
Well, make up your mind.
We'll go inside and look for the body. Come on, men.
Oh, just a second, Captain O'Benny. I'm playing ping pong. Oh, boy, that's another point for me.
O'Day, who are you playing with?
Nobody. This wind is terrific.
Stop it and come inside with me. And I'll solve this murder, or my name ain't...
Captain Benny's at the club to solve this mystery. And if he can't, he'll lose his job with LSMFT.
Little do we know that the murder might still be here. Oh, Wilson, you take the hallway. O'Day, you look through the kitchen. O'Hara's, you come in the bar with me.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute, here comes someone.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yes, I'm Captain O'Benny, Chief of Police. Who are you?
Oh, I'm the lifeguard here at the Racquet Club.
Oh, well, if you were the lifeguard, you must have been at the pool when the murder took place.
Well, not necessarily. They have 26 lifeguards here.
But you only have one pool. How come you have so many lifeguards?
Well, Mr. Farrell don't let nobody drown till they pay their bill.
Oh.
That would be taking the easy way out.
Some smart answer. Now get out of here with that. Mitzi, cut that out. Now come on, Harris. I'm going to look for the owner of this place, and I'll solve this murder, or my name ain't...
Captain Benny is our chief, and he is acting tough.
Oodly-poop. Here, this looks like the office.
Yeah, look at that sign on the door, Chief. Office of Charlie Farrell, Mayor of Palm Springs, star of Seventh Heaven, owner of the Racquet Club, and inventor of the $95 Blue Plate Special.
P.S. No dessert. You wait out here, O'Harris. I'll interview this Farrell fellow. Come in. Well, it's about time. Are you Charlie Farrell?
Yes, I am.
Well, all right, Farrell. All right, Farrell, now listen to me. There was a murder committed in the club. Now, what do you got to say?
Oodly poo poo poo.
Never mind that. What were you doing at the time of the murder?
I was in Hollywood all day doing retakes on Seventh Heaven.
Now, wait a minute. Seventh Heaven was made nearly 20 years ago. How come you're still doing retakes?
I've got a lousy agent.
Well, now listen, Farrell, I want this straight. What do you know about the murder?
Well, I didn't do it, I tell you. I couldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it even if I could. I'm not the type to commit murder. I'm not a murderer, I tell you. I'm not. Believe me, I tell you, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't really. I didn't, honest.
Control yourself. I didn't say you did it.
I know, but I love to act.
Well, Farrell, I'm going to have to take you to the police department for questioning.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't. If I were arrested, it would be the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me in all my 39 years.
39? How can you say you're 39? Look at your hair. It's gray.
I know, but it's mine.
Oh, yeah? Let me see the sales slip. Now, come on, Farrell. Let's go.
Wait a minute. Here comes someone who looks suspicious.
Where? Oh, yes. Hey, what are you doing here?
I'm telling you.
Wait a minute. Eddie Cantor, what's the matter with you? You got no business barging in here and ruining my sketch.
Well, that's the most insulting thing that's ever been said to me in all my 39 years.
You're 39?
Yeah, and so are I and my 5 kids.
When I started it, I didn't even think it would catch on like this. Play, Phil.
65.
The Jack Benny Program, presented by Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
My Christmas list is quite complete. I wrote it with great ease. I simply said 100 packs of LSMFT.
I'm Santa Claus, I'm working hard, I'm filling up my sleigh with milder, richer, Lucky Strike to brighten Christmas Day.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
Truly, this is the time of the year to be happy, go lucky. For Luckies give you all the smoking enjoyment you want in a cigarette. That perfect combination of real mildness and rich, true tobacco taste. You see, only fine tobacco gives you both perfect mildness and rich taste. And LSMFT, Lucky Strike, means fine tobacco. And remember, the gay Lucky Strike Christmas cartons, specially created by the famous designer Raymond Loy, make perfect Christmas gifts. So add to the joys of the season by giving your family and friends Lucky Strike cigarettes in their colorful holiday wrapping. Then everybody can be happy, go lucky.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, the Sportsman Quartet, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go out to Jack Benny's home in Beverly Hills. At the moment, Jack is out doing his Christmas shopping, and Rochester's just leaving to do his.
Well, I've got all the windows shut. Guess I can go. Uh-oh. What's this on the desk? A letter in Mr. Benny's handwriting. Dear Santa, Christmas is almost here, and it would make me very happy if you gave me a train. When Mr. Benny wants a train, he wants a train. This letter isn't addressed to Santa Claus, it's to Santa Fe. Well, they may send him one. He's mentioned them enough. Well, I'll mail the letter when there's the phone. Mr. Benny's residence, off stage screen radio, and we'll tell you what the thing is for 50 cents.
Hello, this is the credit manager of the Beverly Hills department store.
Yes?
There's a Mr. Jack Benny in my office opening a charge account, and I'm merely calling to verify his identification.
I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. First, would you give me a general description of Mr. Benny?
Yes, sir. He's got muscles like Burt Lancaster, shoulders like Clark Gable, and a chest like Victor Mature.
Wait a minute. Does he look like that to you?
Yes, but after Christmas he shrinks a little.
I see what you're getting at. But now for his actual description. Is he about 5'9"?
Uh-huh.
Does he weigh about 160?
Uh-huh.
Are his eyes blue?
Bluer than a cork in a bottle of grape juice.
Just a moment. Say, they are! Now, just one more question. Does Mr. Benny have a savings account?
Oh, yes, several.
Where?
California Bank, Security Bank, Farmers and Merchants Bank, First National Bank, Citizens Bank, and the Banks of the Wabash.
Banks of the Wabash?
He buried some there when he was a boy.
Oh, well, I think I have enough information. Thank you.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, Mr. Benny, it gives me great pleasure to present you with this credit card. We're very proud to have you as one of our customers.
Well, thank you. Come on, Mary. Now I can do my Christmas shopping. And I'm going to buy your present first.
Oh, thanks.
Gosh, the store sure is crowded. There's a mob around every counter.
Gee, look at the way those women are pushing.
Yeah, you know, Mary, I can't understand one thing about women. All year long, they're so helpless. You have to open the door for them. They can't light their own cigarettes. They cling to your arm as you walk down the street. They're as delicate as butterflies. And then, about 2 weeks before Christmas, a mad glint comes into their eyes. Armed with umbrellas for gouging and handbags for slugging, they march down Wilshire Boulevard yelling, "Hit 'em again! Hit 'em again! Harder! Harder!"
Jack, stop kidding.
Kidding? Mary, I was in a department store yesterday, and a little gray-haired old lady, couldn't have been over 5 feet tall, put down her cane and yanked a washing machine right out of my arm. When I tried to stop her, she kicked my hat off.
Well, Jack, it wasn't your washing machine. Why'd you try to stop her?
It was a demonstrator, and my shirt was in it. Now, come on, let's do some shopping.
Okay, I want to buy a Lady Esther makeup kit for my sister Babe and some gloves for myself. I'll see you later.
Okay. Now, let's see. I think I'll buy Mary a watch. Yeah, that'll be nice. Back home again in Indiana. That's where I long to be. When I dream about the moonlight on the Wabash. Gee, I wonder if anybody dug around there lately. Oh, well. Let's see. Where's the jewelry counter? I better find out. Oh, I beg your pardon, mister. Are you the floor walker? Will you please tell me where the jewelry counter is?
I can, but I won't.
Why not?
This is my lunch hour.
Your lunch hour?
Certainly. Do you think I always have mayonnaise on my carnation?
Now, wait a minute. I just want to find... Never mind. I'll find it myself. Wise guy, the counter's right in back of me.
How do you do, sir? May I help you?
Yes. I'd like to look at a watch, please.
Is it for a man, a woman, or a dog?
A dog?
This is Beverly Hills, you know.
Well, I want a lady's wristwatch. Not a rich one, a lady's wristwatch. I don't know any dogs.
Well, let's see. Now, here's our new Senator McCarthy model. It has only one hand on it.
One hand? Well, how do you tell time?
Every hour it comes up and slugs you.
Well, it's cute, all right, but I'd like something a little more practical. Say, here's an awfully nice one. I think Mary would really like this.
That's $120.
Oh. With that fly speck, I thought it said 12.
They warned me about you. Put down that fly.
Now, look, miss.
Here's a nice watch for $12.
Well, that's just what I want. I'll take it. Here's your money.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness, I didn't mean to give you cash. I just opened a charge account.
Well, it's too late now. I already rang it up.
Well, all right. Say, this watch is a beauty.
It certainly is. And it has an unbreakable crystal. Here, try it out.
No, I'll take your word for it.
Go ahead. Take this little hammer and hit it.
No, I don't think I ought to, really.
Go ahead. That's why we keep this little hammer here.
Well, all right.
Shall I wrap it up now?
Wrap it up? You mean sweep it up. And give me back my $12.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I cannot return your money.
Oh, you can't. I'll get my money back if I have to...
Just a moment. Oh, Mr. Nelson.
Oh, him again.
What is it, Miss Valley?
This man broke a watch with a hammer, and he wants his money back.
Well, certainly I broke the watch, but she told me to.
She told you to?
Yes.
Well, haven't you got a mind of your own?
Well, certainly I have a mind of my own, but this young lady told me it was unbreakable.
Young? Why, she's 42 if she's a day.
We're not arguing about that. I want my money back.
Oh, give it to him, Miss Valance, before he bites somebody.
Yes.
Here you are. Boy, what a sore loser.
Well, it's certainly a fine store to do business with.
You walked in, Tallulah. Nobody dragged you.
Oh, quiet. Now, where did Mary go? Oh, there she is over there.
I like these. I'll take these suede gloves, please.
Yes, ma'am. That'll be $10.95.
Here you are.
Thank you. Say, aren't you Mary Livingston?
Yes.
You used to work at the May Company, didn't you?
Well, yes, I did.
Well, don't you remember me? Blanche Nudnik?
Oh, yes. You sold garbage disposal.
That's right.
How come you left?
I had to quit. Sales girls were disappearing right and left. Anyway, Mary, since you left the May Company, you sure have gone up.
I've gone, but you've got your directions mixed.
Oh, Mary.
Yes, Jack. Did you get my present?
Not yet, Mary. I'm going to buy Don's present first, but I don't know what to get for him.
Why, Jack, I thought that was settled. Last night when we were all at Ciro's, you put your arm around Don and said, Donzy, you've been such a pal to me that this Christmas I'm going to give you a pair of diamond cufflinks.
Last night I had 4 glasses of sherry. I'm all right now, so where's the handkerchief count?
Well, you go on, Jack. I'll meet you back here in 15 minutes. What time is it now?
I don't know. I'll find out. Pardon me, can you tell me the time? Thank you. It's 3 o'clock.
Well, what do you know? A Clocker Spaniel.
Yeah. See you later. Well, let's see. I'll get Don some handkerchiefs. Then for Phil...
Hiya, Bud. Long time no see.
Oh, hello. Every time I go shopping, I run to that racetrack tout. Now, let's see. Where's the handkerchief department?
Pardon me, miss. Would you mind waiting on me, please?
Why, yes, sir. What can I do for you all?
Well, honey child, you're the same little gal waiting on me last year. You're from Alabama, ain't you?
I sure am. Are you all from the South?
Am I all from the South, honey? When I was born, the doctor held me up on my feet and slapped my little ham hock with a candied yam.
To Jefferson Davis if it ain't little old Phil Harris.
Yeah, that's me. They purchased Louisiana because I was in it.
Now, let me see. What can I get for my wife? Have you any suggestions?
Well, here's something very beautiful in a sheer negligee, ankle length and trimmed with lace.
Hey, that looks all right. I'll take 2 of them and embroider them his and hers.
You mean you're going to wear one?
Yeah, I like to look nice around the pool.
Wrapped up for you in just a little old minute. Now, wait right here, Mr. Harris.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, Mary. Mary.
Oh, here I am, Jack.
Say, Mary, I just thought of a wonderful gift for Don Wilson. You know, he's been playing a lot of golf lately.
I know, Jack. As a matter of fact, I gave him the golf bag.
Say, that's right.
And Phil gave him the clubs.
Well, Mary, the gift I'm thinking about will tie right in. Although, I don't know whether to give him a dozen or a dozen and a half.
Well, Jack, I think a dozen golf balls would be wonderful.
Golf balls? I was thinking about teas.
Oh, Jack, you wouldn't.
Well, Mary, it's the least I can do.
Not if you put your mind to it.
Yeah, that's what I'll give him, golf tees. Come on, let's take the elevator. The sporting goods apartment's on the mezzanine.
Wait a minute, Jack. You told me this morning you wanted to get something for little Stevie, the president of the Beverly Hills Beavers.
Oh, yes.
Well, here's the toy department.
Good. I think I'll try and get him a Buck Rogers gun.
Hey, Jack, look at that cute little toy gas station. It's got a grease rack and everything.
Well, you got it right this time, didn't you? Now, let's see. Where's the clerk?
Here he comes.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Toyland. What can I do for you?
Look, I'm interested in a Buck Rogers gun for a little boy.
Well, I don't know if we got one, but here's a novelty that all the kids is crazy about. A chemistry set.
A chemistry set?
Yeah. You know, it's a science thing with a lot of chemicals.
Oh, you mean chemicals?
Take it, Jack. It'll make a beautiful Christmas present.
Mary, well, it's nice, all right, but I'm interested in a Buck Rogers gun.
Well, here's something the kids like. It's not only fascinating, but entertaining as well. A mama doll.
A mama doll? But this is for a little...
Look, I'll show you how it works.
Gee.
Ain't that the nuts?
Yeah, a mama doll is a lovely gift, but you see, I want something for a little boy.
So what? I used to have a mama doll when I was a kid, but me big brother broke it. And when I woke up the next morning, there was my poor little dolly with their head all smashed to pieces.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
Can I buy you a hanky?
Yes, here you are. Now, look, mister, what I really want is a Buck Rogers gun. If you haven't got it, just say so, and then I'll...
Oh, Jack, here's one. Isn't this what you want?
Yes, that's it. Look, Mary, you just pull back the lever like this, and then... Gee, that's funny. Hey, mister, what's the matter with this? It doesn't work.
What's wrong with it?
Well, I just pulled back this lever, and the spring snapped out of it.
You broke it, and you was going to pay for it.
I am not going to pay for it.
You is too.
No, I'm not, and you can't hold me responsible.
Just a minute. Mr. Nelson!
Oh, it's you again. What have you done now, little man?
I didn't do anything. I picked up this gun, and it doesn't work.
The reason it don't work is because you broke it.
I did no such thing, did I, Mary?
No, you broke the mama doll.
I didn't break the mama doll. It was this guy's brother years ago.
Well, I woke up in the morning and poor little head was all smashed to pieces.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Now, look, Mr. Floorwalker. All I came in here for was a Buck Rogers gun. And if you haven't got one that works, I'll go someplace else.
You're not going until you pay for the one you broke.
All right, I'll pay for it. Put it on my charge account. What a store.
I never saw a store like this. Come on, Mary. I want to get those golf tees for Don.
They're on the mezzanine. I'll wait for you here.
Okay, I'll take the elevator. See, all the elevators are up. Number 5 is coming down. I'll take that one.
Hey, Bud. Bud.
Oh, me?
Yeah. Come here a minute.
What do you want?
Where are you going?
Upstairs.
Which elevator are you taking?
Number 5. What?
Take number 3.
Number 3?
It'll beat 5 to the top by 2.5 floors.
But number 5 is about to go up.
I know, but she's carrying too much weight.
Well, I don't know what to do. What about number 1?
Number 1 is a local that can't go the distance.
Well, how about number 2?
Slow starter.
Oh.
Now be smart and take elevator number 3. Just look at the breeding.
The breeding?
It's out of General Electric by Otis.
Well, this really doesn't make any difference. I'm only Christmas shopping.
Well, okay. It's your dough.
I wonder where he gets his information.
Jack, did you get what you wanted?
No, I haven't gone up yet.
Oh, come on. I'll go with you. Here's the elevator.
All right. I can get things settled. Mezzanine, please. Gee, that's funny, Mary. 4 guys running the elevator.
Second floor. Christmas toys for girls and boys, sweaters, shirts, and clothes. Corset stays, men's toupees, Kleenex for your nose. You will like Lucky Strike, buy them here because they're round and firm and fully packed, just like Santa Claus.
Fellas, you passed my floor. I want to get off at the mezzanine. Third floor. Fellas, the mezzanine.
Here you'll find Venetian blinds, pool and billiard cues, movie reels, rubber heels, boots and button shoes, coaster bikes, Lucky Strikes. Try one and you'll see. Be happy and go Lucky Strikes, smoke LSMFT.
Fellas, take me down. Look, I want the mezzanine. I don't want to go up any higher.
Fourth floor. Pots and
Fellas,
pans,
the
garbage cans, silverware and knives, buggy whips and pillow slips, china-ware and chives, cartons of smokes you love, give them to a friend. Stock up now with Lucky Strike, that milder, richer blend.
Fellas, please, look, I wanted the mezzanine. I asked for the mezzanine.
Fifth floor.
Fellas, look, the mezzanine. That's all. I want to buy some.
Violins and picture chins, shovels, rakes, and balls, railroad spikes, Lucky Strikes, get them on this floor. Once you smoke a Lucky Strike, we're sure that you want more.
Look, boys, I want to finish shopping. Take me down to the mezzanine.
Going down. Mezzanine, gasoline, alligator bags, coats and boats and billy goats and girdles and sags.
Let us off. We've got things to do.
Merry Christmas to you all, and a Happy New Year too.
Come on, Mary. Come on, I want to buy Don Wilson's gift and go home. Now, let's see. Where would we find the coffee?
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Well, hello, Mr. Kitzel.
Hello, Mr. Benny. Well, I see the Yuletime is catching up with you. You too, Miss Livingston.
Yes. Are you doing your Christmas shopping, Mr. Kitzel?
Look at this arm loaded with bundles. The things I am buying.
What's in that big package there?
Well, this is a beautiful fur coat, and I'm bringing it home to my wife.
Well, that's nice. What is it, fox or sable?
On the label, it's sable. In the box, it's fox.
I see.
Are you getting any other presents?
Yes, I'm also buying for the whole family a television set.
Oh, that's wonderful. There are a lot of good programs on now.
Yes, and I'm such a fan. Now I can stay home and watch Ed Solomon's Toast of the Town, Martin Cohen Private Eye, Kukla Fran and Molly, but my favorite of all is Faye Edelson.
That's them
Emerson, Edelson. She sends me.
Well, I got to finish my shopping. I hope you have a nice Christmas, Mr. Kitzel.
Thank you, and a happy Noel to you. You too, Miss Livingston.
Thank you, Mr. Kitzel.
Come on, Mary. I got to get that gift for Don. Oh, by the way, Mary, did you finish your shopping?
Yes, I just got my sister Babe a Max Factor makeup kit.
Max Factor? I thought you said you were going to get Babe a Lady Esther.
If we can just get her to look like Max, it'll be an improvement.
Maybe you're right. Come on, Mary. The sporting goods department is right over there.
Hey, look. Here comes Don now.
Oh, yes. Hello, Don.
Hello, Jack. Mary.
Doing your Christmas shopping, Don?
Yes, Jack. And by the way, this morning I got your Christmas cards.
You mean card, don't you, Don?
No cards. I bought 4 dozen.
Yes, he gets a professional discount, you know. Well, Don, it's quite a coincidence running into you because I was just on my way to buy your present.
Oh, really, Jack? What are you getting me?
See if you can guess, Don.
Well, let's see. A sports shirt?
No.
Silk robe?
No.
Movie camera?
No.
Am I getting warm?
Like Admiral Byrd.
Mary, please. Keep guessing, Don.
Gold cufflinks.
No. Keep guessing.
Oh, Jack, you're such a tease.
That's it.
Mary. I want him to be surprised. I love to watch his big fat face light up on Christmas. Come on now, we haven't much time. See you later, Don.
Okay, bye.
Gee, I wish I knew what to buy my mother for a Christmas present.
For your mother?
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'll get her one of these. What size is this one?
38.
No, that'll be a little too small. What size is this one here?
That's a 44.
Oh, that's fine. Put some bullets in it and wrap it up.
Yes, sir.
Send it to Mrs. Patrick Day and put a card in it saying, Merry Christmas, and be sure to listen to Dennis Day next Thursday night on Suspense.
Oh, you're going to be on Suspense?
Yeah, I've got so many shows now I drive Hooper nuts.
Well, getting back to the gun, I'm a little reluctant to sell it to you. Does your mother know how to use a gun?
Oh, sure. She's a crack shot. Every morning she practices shooting an apple off my father's head.
No.
Yeah, she only missed once.
What?
Now it doesn't make any difference if Papa sits in front of me while I'm watching television.
I see. Now, is there anything else you'd like to buy?
Oh, yes, I'd like to get something for Jack Benny. Something very expensive.
Very expensive?
Yeah, the poor old man only has one show.
Oh, well, let's see if we can find something nice for him. Well, here we are, Mary. Here's the sporting goods department. Now, I'll get Don's gift and we can go home. Oh, clerk.
Yes, sir?
I'd like to buy some...
Hey, your face looks familiar. Didn't I wait on you before?
I don't know. Now, I'd like to buy...
Now I remember you. Once you bought a pair of shoelaces from me.
Yes. Now, I'd like to buy...
It was 5 years ago. You couldn't make up your mind whether to get plastic tips or metal tips.
Oh, are you the fellow?
Yes, I recovered, but my hair never did come back in. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, I'd like to buy some golf tees.
Golf tees? Certainly. Here you are.
Well, and they're gift wrapped, too.
Yes, and you'll find the celluloid tees are every bit as good as the wooden ones.
Oh. Are there 2 kinds?
I had to tell him yet.
Gee, I don't know whether to get the wooden ones or the celluloid ones.
Look, mister.
The wooden ones break easily, but then the celluloid...
Please, mister, don't do what you did with the shoelaces.
Huh?
I remember how you kept coming back. First you get plastic tips, then you change to metal tips, to plastic tips, to metal tips.
Well, it was a hard decision to make. Now, mister,
Plastic tips, metal tips, plastic tips, metal tips.
Jack, let's go. The rest of his hair is falling out.
Wait a minute.
And you came back again and again and again.
Mister.
All the other clerks went home, but I had to stay.
Look, mister,
But you're not going to do it to me this year.
Jack.
Plastic tips, metal tips, plastic tips, metal tips.
Mister.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out.
Mister, look.
Plastic tips, metal tips.
Mister, I'm not getting it this time.
Everybody else had fun, but here I had to stay.
Come on, Mary.
Plastic tips, metal tips.
Look, I didn't mean...
All the way.
First, here are some tunes and suggestions for Christmas gifts.
Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
If you have smokers on your list, then take a tip from me. In cigarettes, tobacco counts, and LSMFT.
Give
Give lucky cartons to your friends. They're gaily decked with holly and filled with greater smoking joy to make this Christmas jolly.
Be happy, go lucky. Be happy, go lucky strike. Be happy, go lucky strike today.
Believe me, friends, those Lucky Strike Christmas cartons, specially created by the famous designer Raymond Loy, are a wonderful way to say Merry Christmas to your family and friends. Everyone will enjoy Lucky's happy blending of perfect mildness and rich taste. Perfect mildness? Scientific tests confirmed by 3 independent consulting laboratories prove Lucky Strike is milder than any other principal brand. And as for rich taste, well, only fine tobacco gives you rich, true tobacco taste. And LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So to add to the joys of the holiday season, put Lucky Strike Christmas cartons on your shopping list. And be happy, go lucky.
Be happy, go lucky. Be happy, go lucky strike. Be happy, go lucky strike today.
Good night, everybody.
Be sure to hear Dennis Day and the Day in the Life of Dennis Day. Stay tuned to the understand the show that follows immediately. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, Christmas Eve, and like so many others throughout the country, Jack Benny is preparing a dinner party for his many friends. At the moment, he's setting the table in his living room. Rochester's helping him.
There. Gee, the table sure looks nice, doesn't it, Rochester?
Uh-huh. And I like the way the house is fixed up, too.
Especially the tree. You know, Rochester, that's the biggest Christmas tree we've ever had.
Yeah, it must have grown a foot since last year.
Oh, more than that.
You sure went to a lot of trouble decorating the house this year.
Yes, but it's worth it, Rochester. Everything looks so, so Christmassy.
Especially the service porch. You've got a wreath of holly in the window of each bender.
I think it's nice, and during the holidays, the soap is on the house,
Boss, you haven't missed a thing. You even got a little sprig of holly in Polly's cave.
Uh-huh. Hello, Polly.
Hello.
Come on, Polly. What did Daddy teach you to say tonight when the people come in?
Merry.
Come on, the rest of it.
Merry.
Mary what?
Mary Livingston.
No. Now, come on, try it again. Come on, Polly. Mary. Been acting awfully independent since the price of eggs went up. Now, come on, Polly. You can say it. Mary. That settles it. Rochester, this year Polly will get no eggnog during the party.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Season's greetings.
It works every time. She's a sort of a feathered Phil Harris.
By the way, boss, I wonder what's keeping Miss Livingston.
Well, she said she'd come over and help us. She'll probably be here pretty soon.
Pauline, please step away from the mirror so I can see how I look.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, let's see.
Oh, Miss Livingston, you look simply beautiful in that evening gown.
Oh, thank you, Pauline. But don't you think it may be a little daring for a Christmas Eve party?
Well, all I can say is that if Santa Claus comes down the chimney, he'll hang around for a while.
Well, it is sort of low cut. Now, Pauline, when you put away my Christmas presents, I want you to be especially careful with that glass fruit bowl my sister Babe sent me.
Why? Is it very valuable?
No, it's not expensive, but she blew it herself. Well, I better hurry over to Jack's house. He'll be expecting me.
Do you think Phil Harris will be there tonight?
Yes, Pauline. You've still got that crush on him, haven't you?
Uh-huh. Gee, Miss Livingston, how I envy you. Sitting at the same table that he'll be under.
Well, if he looks up, I'll give him your regards.
better leave now. Yes, ma'am. Miss Livingston, will you wear your mink, sable, or ermine coat?
You can lower your voice, Pauline. The neighbors are out. So just give me my mackinaw and I'll go.
Here you are, and enjoy yourself.
Same to you, Pauline, and a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Now, Rochester, I think you can put all the place cards on the plate.
Yes, sir, but I don't see how you're going to get all your cast and Mr. Harrison's musicians around that table.
Oh, the musicians aren't going to eat in here with us. They're going to eat in the kitchen.
Why in the kitchen?
Because there are no rugs in there, and after they're through, you can hose it down. And use a little sweet air, too.
Will Mr. Harris eat with his musicians?
No, he'll eat in here. And I think we better have Remley in here, too. If I put him in the kitchen, it might hurt his feelings. You know, he's so sensitive, you know?
Mr. Remley, sensitive?
Oh, he is, Rochester. Once during our program, I made a crack about him, and it got him so upset that he dealt the piano player 6 cards. Anyway, I hope they come early. I told Phil not to be late.
Hey, Curly, take it easy. You're driving too fast. We got lots of time. No, we ain't. I promised Jackson none of us would be late. Well, what time does Benny want us to get over to his house, anyway? 6:30? 6:30? Ain't that kind of early for a party? Not if you want to see him. He goes to bed at 9. Well, I don't understand what... Hey, Curly, stop the car. Look at that cute little number standing on the corner. Look, Remley, we're late. I can't. Don't worry. Stop the car. Okay. Hey, honey, how would you like a lift? Uh-oh, drive on, Curly. What's the matter? Don't ask questions. Just drive on. Well, why? What's the matter? She's my aunt. Oh. You know, Curly, I'm pretty tired out from all the Christmas shopping I've been doing. Yeah, me too, Frankie. Hey, look, I've been meaning to ask you. What'd you get your father? Well, I thought that instead of getting him the usual type of gift, it might be better if I just called Dad up and talked to him. Wait a minute. You can't call him up. Yes, I can. He's a trustee now. Gee, you must be proud of him. Yeah. Now, look, Remley, when we get to Jackson's house, I want you and the other guys to behave. Jackson's still mad because of the way you carried on his party last New Year's Eve. Is he still upset just because we threw the trumpet player into his swimming pool? Yeah, and tonight, if we can find him, let's fish him out. Now, look, Frankie, I'm going to hold you responsible for all the boys tonight, especially Sammy. Oh, Sammy won't be there. He had a tough day at the dentist today. He broke his 2 front teeth. Again? Remley, I've been telling you guys for years, get a bottle opener. Get a bottle. One little bottle opener. Look, I think I'll turn you. This is the shortcut to Jackson's house.
Well, everything is ready. I hope they get here soon.
Say, boss, is it all right if I leave tonight as soon as I finish serving dinner? I've got a date.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Rochester, why'd you make it tonight? You knew I was having a party.
I couldn't help it, boss.
Well, couldn't you make it some other night?
I can't take that chance.
What do you mean, chance?
Her boyfriend is a porter on the Super Chief, and I lost the schedule.
Well, all right. Only I thought you told me you were through with women since your last girl ran off and married another man.
Well, she really loved me, but she married him on account of money.
Oh, was he rich?
No, but he had some.
Well, Rochester, I think that... I'll answer the door. I just see that there are plenty of ashtrays and luckies around the room. Jingle bells, how the snowflakes drift. I don't know who that is, but I hope they brought a gift. Jingle bells, jingle. Oh, hello, Mary.
Hello, Jack. I hope I'm not late.
No, come on in. Rochester and I were just... Say, Hey, that sure is a sensational dress you're wearing. Wow.
I know, Jack. I really couldn't afford it, but it was so beautiful I bought it on the installment plan.
Really? How many more payments do you have to make before they give you the rest of it?
Oh, Jack.
Come on, Mary. Let's go into the living room. Hold it, Mary.
What's the matter?
I got you under the mistletoe. Fuck her up.
Oh, okay, Jack. You deserve a kiss on Christmas Eve.
Wow. Hey, that was a good one. You know, I like those romantic kisses, you know. I like those kisses when you take someone in your arm and bend them all the way back.
Yeah, only next time you bend me.
I'll try. So how do you like the way I got everything decorated?
Oh, Jack, it looks wonderful. And the table. Place cards and everything.
Yeah, look over at Don Wilson's plate. I'm trying to hint that he shouldn't eat so much. Do you think he'll get it?
Well, it's obvious enough. Instead of a place card, you wrote his name on a piece of rye crisp. Now, let's see. Next to Don and his wife.
There, that does it, honey. What do you think?
Oh, darling, you look so cute.
Yeah. Oh, won't Jack be surprised when I come in dressed as Santa Claus? I really look the part, don't I?
Yes, Don. Gosh, when I look at you, I feel sorry for all the girls married to skinny fellows.
You really love me the way I am, don't you?
Mm-hmm. I'll never forget our honeymoon in Hawaii. Oh, it was so divine. Lying there on the beach at Waikiki, watching the moon come up over your stomach.
Oh, that must be the sportsman's quartet. They're picking us up.
I'll tell them we'll be right out. Merry Christmas, fellas. We'll be out in a minute.
Merry Christmas to you both, and what a happy day. It makes us feel so very good that we just have to say, be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky, strike, be happy, go lucky strike today. Mr. Benny's dinner parties are a thing to see. His table's fair, but you won't care. There's LSMFT. Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky, strike, be happy, go lucky strike today. Jack is such a perfect host, and he'll play Love is Blue. And Bill will sing about that thing and drive us from the room. Be happy, go lucky, be happy, go lucky, strike, be happy, go lucky strike today.
You know, Jack, I've never seen you prepare for a party like you have for this
Well,
one.
Mary, I feel if a thing's worth doing, it's worth doing well. Now, how do you like the way the table is set?
Oh, it's beautiful, Jack. Simply beautiful. Only I hope that bottle of ketchup isn't in front of Dennis Day's place.
Why, what's wrong with that?
Remember last time you put the ketchup in front of him? He picked it up, poured it over his head, and yelled, "Look at me, I'm Red Skelton." Oh, come on, Jack. Company.
Well, all right. Come on, Mary. Follow me, Mary.
Gee, it's dark in here.
Watch your step, Mary. Don't step down these stairs. Watch out. Don't tear your dress on the barbed wire.
I'll watch it.
Careful crossing this bridge. Don't fall in the moat. Careful.
Jack, look at that crocodile.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get a new one. This one's losing its teeth. Down, Gummo. Here we are.
goes there? Friend or foe?
Friend.
What's the password?
Poodly-poo-poo-poo-poo.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Benny.
That's right. Come on, Mary.
Mr. Benny, who's that with you?
Oh, this is Miss Livingston.
Miss?
Yes. Yes, she's a girl.
Girl?
Yes, that's the opposite sex.
Sex?
I'll explain it to you some other time. How have you been, Ed?
Fine. But I haven't seen you for a long time.
Oh, well, I've been busy. I've been traveling a lot, you know.
Traveling?
Yes. As a matter of fact, last month I went to Europe.
Oh. Well, be careful that you don't travel too far, Mr. Benny. You're liable to fall off the edge.
No, Ed. They proved that it's round. Well, Ed, I came down here to give you this little present.
Oh, is it my birthday?
No, Ed. It's Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Well, I'll open it and see what it is. Gee, just what I always wanted. A pair of sunglasses.
No, Ed. They're reading glasses.
Thanks a lot.
Well, goodbye, Ed. See you again soon.
Bye, Mr. Benny.
Now, come on. We better get upstairs before the guests arrive.
Okay. By the way, who else is going to be at the party besides the cast?
I invited the members of the Beverly Hills Beavers Club. See, I bet those kids are plenty excited.
We all here, fellas? Camp, all of us. Now, don't forget Mr. Benny's present, please. I won't, Joyce. Not after all the trouble I went to getting that violin record of Poor Staccato played by Yasha Heifetz. Why are we giving him a record by Heifetz? For sentimental reasons, Butch. After all, Mr. Benny was his teacher and taught him all he knows. Mr. Benny taught Heifetz? You better get some sleep. What? You keep believing in that stuff and I'll put you back on Pablo. Wait a minute. You guys ever hear Mr. Benny play the violin? Sure. I heard him play Old Promise Me at my uncle's wedding. He plays at a lot of weddings. Yeah. Mr. Benny and the minister have a package deal. Well, never mind that. Now, Joy, you're going to give the record to Mr. Benny. I hope you remember the speech you wrote. Oh, sure, I know it by heart. Listen, to Jack Benny, do not open this till Christmas. It will keep you in suspense. If you haven't bought our gift yet, this one cost us 90 cents. Well, I bet he don't take the hint. Okay, fellas, let's go. And I want to remind you of the special rules we passed to the party. There'll be a 2-cent fine for anyone who asks for seconds at dinner. And a 3-cent fine for anyone who blows on his soup. And a nickel fine for anyone who tells about the time Mr. Benny tried to show us how to do a cartwheel and his hair fell off. Right. Now, fellas, I think we all better wait outside, because Dennis Sayers going to pick us up and take us to the party.
Dennis, you better hurry or you'll be late.
Oh, I'll be ready soon, Mother. I'm shaving with that new electric razor you gave me for Christmas.
What's taking you so long?
The ladder keeps clogging it up. I'm almost done, though.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Dennis. You're not supposed to lather up when you use an electric razor.
I'm not?
No. Now wash the soap off your face and put my brush away.
Yes, Mother.
Now, son, I want to remind you of a few things to do at the party. Remember, it will be Christmas Eve. Mr. Benny will be in a good mood. And maybe you can get him to drink a glass of wine and then ask him for a raise.
Oh, no, Mother. Last Christmas I tried that, but he beat me to it.
What do you mean?
He made me drink the wine and I took a cut. Anyway, I'm going to keep away from him. I'm going to spend all my time trying to get Mary Livingston under the mistletoe.
Dennis, don't annoy Mary too much.
Well, what do you mean annoyed? She's nuts about me.
She is not.
She is, too. Last month on my birthday, she kissed me.
Did she kiss you on the forehead or on the lips?
Both. I was on a pogo stick.
Dennis, son. Look at me.
Yes, Mother?
Dennis, sometimes you act a little silly, and I must confess it's probably my fault.
Your fault?
Yes, Dennis. Many years ago, when you were a little baby, I was bathing you, and I dropped you on your head.
Well, that's nothing. Lots of mothers drop their babies on their heads.
From the 3rd floor? Oh, I should have known there was something wrong when you bounced back up again.
Well, Mother, I'm all dressed. I wish you'd change your mind and come to the party with me.
Oh, I'd rather not, son. I don't think it would be right. Mr. Benny isn't expecting me.
Oh, yes, he is. I told him I was bringing you when I bought the tickets.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll go.
Oh, shall I answer the door? No, I'll get it. Come on, Mary. That must be the gang. Well, it looks like everybody arrived at once. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Come on in, kids.
Hey, Curly, get a load of the dress Mary's wearing.
Yeah. Hi, Phil.
Well, if it ain't radio's answer to Faye Emerson, you done. Hey, Phil, where are your musicians? Well, they'll be here in a few minutes. They got a present for you. A present for me? Yeah, the boys all chipped in and Bagby went to get it. He should be driving up any minute now. No kidding. A present for me? What is it? You'll find out. Hey, I'll give you a hint, Jackson. It's something you step down into. Phil, a new Hudson. No, a pair of shorts. Well, they're nice, too. Now, come on, kids. Let's...
Oh, Mr. Benny, I've got you under the mistletoe.
Oh, Mrs. Day, now, please stop pushing.
Now you have to kiss me.
Now, please, Mrs. Day.
Nothing, Mommy's getting away. Oh, go on, Jack. Kiss Mrs. Day.
Mr. Benny.
Oh, please, Mrs. Day. Please.
Look, his face is turning blue.
All right, Mrs. Day. All right, close your eyes. There. How was that for a kiss?
Kiss? I thought I tipped and fell on a wet mouth.
All right, folks, here you are. Merry Christmas,
Hey, look at me. I'm the mean rooted kid.
Dinah, put down that ketchup. Now behave yourself. Hey, hiya, Polly.
Get out of here with that. Hey, don't come back no more.
Isn't she cute? Now look, kids.
Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas.
What's the matter with Don?
He's stuck in the chimney again.
Oh. Well, we'll get him out later. Hey, Jack, how about serving the grub? How about Hold it just a minute. Now, look, everybody, quiet, please. I want to say something. Now, kids, this is Christmas Eve. Before we sit down to eat, I think that we should all gather around the piano while Dennis sings a medley of Christmas songs. On behalf of my sponsor and my entire staff, I want to wish each and every one of you a very, very Merry Christmas.
Transcribed, this is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Hey, everybody doing it, doing it, doing it, doing it.